We're back.
Hi,
Hello.
I'm
It's
Hi.
Steve.
chaotic already. So, recap from
Uh,
last time?
Recap from last time. We had a long rest in the Daybreak Caves, or underground base, literally. We had breakfast, and this is all in preparation of what was talked about the day before. Myra comes in. Um, I'm going through things, and Myra's going to message us 12 hours into our adventure, and if we don't respond, it is assumed dead. Um, we head to the room on the edge of that aura. Um, there is guards armed with the deep thicket loot. Seems it's already in circulation pretty well. Alsana goes ahead and does a transmute rock and turns a 5-foot range to mud. With just a small barrier in between, so it doesn't immediately splash everywhere. But then we start digging in. There's also 5 feet left. Sorry, 10 feet left. Dig an extra 5 feet, and then Alsana makes a door with the last 5 feet, so it can actually be closed. And we head on into the caverns. They're dark, they're dank, they're. Ty, why would you do this? You know what? At the bottom of the page, like a, like I will post the screenshot of it like after session. Your sins will not go unknown. Um, it is very dark in here. We actually got to dig through more stone, and it's loud, and we're still feeling like there's something watching us or that we're being followed, but there's still nothing. And every little like smack of the pickaxe as we dig further kind of amplifies that. As we keep going, there's lichen and moss and mushrooms, also water. Small streams and cave water. Um, there's one more kind of bit of like stretch of stone we have to go through, 6 or 7 feet. We dig through that as well. We start to see signs of water and also little glowy psychic beetles. They've got a bit of a hive mind thing going. Hmm. We start rolling D100s, which was fun. Uh, and on one of them, thoughts become disjointed. We have disadvantage on intelligence checks and concentration checks for an hour. Um, we kind of move stealthily as we go. Next barrier is 40 to 45 minutes. And then Calda becomes aware of any nearby mines. Any like intelligent mines nearby. So that's the thing. We keep going, and there's plant life. There's bioluminescence. There's a really cool magic glowing mushroom. It's a magic mushroom. It's one that's very alchemically useful. It's good for potion bases where it's easily influenced by magic. Um, but that doesn't mean like it's holding like the magic of this area. It's just there is a lot of magic in this area, so it just kind of springs up. Um, and it's very good for a. It's a nice canvas for alchemical stuff. Um, it only grows in the areas of strong magical energies, which, starting to get that impression of this place. We get into a larger mushroom area. Um, we give it a quick check. There's nothing that isn't that is not that there's nothing that's masquerading as a mushroom. And then there's a big ol' Skedley thing in initiative. And then a few more hop in, and then the mushroom goes off. And it's just a pain. Um, when one Umber Hulk is left, it just kind of skedaddles after there's a shrieking sound coming from further down. And Sonic gets a collect call. Um, it's a creature made of mines. It's likely to do with illithids. Um, it turns out the thing that is currently rolling around and screaming is a small tadpole that kind of got loose and ate a bunch of others and got very primal and didn't really go through the standard seromorphosis process, that is, sticking the thing in someone's nose and having them become a mind flayer slash elithid. So now it's a neothelid. Meanwhile, Sona's having some conversations with the what's eventually figured to be an elder brain. We keep going, and we decide we just have to deal with this thing right now, and we can deal with other stuff later. Eventually, we find a place where the tunnels are all carved and with shaped stairs, like actually a worked and created place. Eventually, we get to the little big old cavern Alsana had seen when she was scrying on her elemental. There's crumbling structures, and a bit of an area flooded by water. There's actual streets and stuff. It is a place, and everything's silent. Voice lets us know that the neophyte is inside. The neophyte knows where the elder brain is and is trying to get to it. Um, the elder brain offers Alsana a deal. Quote, Ty, Alsana, please make a good decision right now. Please, please, please. Oh, and oh, an offer for Calder to be immortal. Let's not jump on assumptions. Oop, what a vibe, bro, Lamau. End quote. Elder brain is within the temple, past the gardens. We start to stealth, going through the town. There's the skeletal remains of what is assumedly a mind flayer civilization. When we get to the edge of the garden, there's a violet light, and stairs leading up to this big old building, temple place. And there's hisses and echoes coming within, and that's where we're left.
As we pick up, all four of you stand on the edge of what once may have been something of a garden. Perhaps a little bit surprising, but this place is full of mostly dead underground plants, cultivated lichens and mosses, shaped and carved rocks and pillars. And here and there, still dotting the landscape, plinths with purple, probably magical flames atop them. At the very least, these have not gone out despite the very long years since anything intelligent has passed through this area. You know where your prey is? I believe that you have stealth. Yep, and your pass without a trace. The lowest stealth score right now is 18 for Alaris. Everybody else is 24 to 28. So you're feeling fairly stealthy as a group. You can see the facade of that building just ahead. And the entire area is cut through with various rivulets of water. Not very deep, but potentially a bit of a splash if you move too quickly. So you're stepping very carefully, either over them at the thin parts, or through them if given no other choice. So, do you venture in? Do you try to search for anything in particular? Is there anything you would like to do on your way into this area?
I'm just gonna look at Alsana and just, if you know the path to this thing, well, you saw it earlier, so.
Alsana will give a kind of like ping to the conversation. Just, how close is it? Can you tell?
I cannot. Its mind is too small, too primal, too weak. It is there. We know it's there. can't sense it.
Oh, I don't have my sheet open. 1 second.
Mhm.
I'm going like, where am I? Where's my thing? Sorry, 1 second.
Okay.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, could you roll me a D100 real quick?
Sure.
I rolled to see if it would be needed, and, yeah. That's a number.
48.
40. Okay. Once again, as you ping the brain to ask this question and it responds, everybody else, the other three of you, but Alsana as well, you start to feel your minds open up again. You felt this once before, and you know for the next hour, you gain the ability to communicate telepathically with a creature you can see within 60 feet, as long as it understands any languages it can respond. So, all
Also
of
not.
you have telepathy towards each other and any creature within 60 feet that can understand. So,
Alsana feels it and
yeah.
immediately goes, none of you even touch it unless you want this to cascade.
Oh, we're being immigrants now.
Like I said, we're here to fight something, so just bring us there and go with the risk. You saw the scribe ready to go, right?
Roughly, but it moves. It's a creature. I know not
Well,
exactly where it is.
At any point you need, I can make some noise and draw it out, but I assume you'd rather not do that.
If so, I'd prefer it in a wider area. Also,
Huh?
no. Alsana has a rough understanding of the creature we're fighting, right?
A rough understanding, yes.
If not given a bit more from her contact.
Okay,
Um,
yeah.
hmm,
It's tough. It's big. It's not quick. It's not smart.
I'm just wondering if she knows about a particular thing it does.
It eats people,
Mhm.
particularly with brains.
Yep, and the method it does so.
So, who doesn't want to end up in a monster's gullet? Leave now.
I there's a particular thing I think I know it does.
Hmm. There are a few things it does.
It's a damage
To
type.
be fair. Yeah. There's a damage type.
Okay.
This thing is born of things that are highly psionic. This entire area is highly psychic. It's probably got some similar abilities.
Okay.
Again, it goes for the brains, so.
Yep. I'm starting to wonder if I'm remembering a different creature or not.
Okay.
Well, either way, technically
Possibly.
Alsana wouldn't know, so.
Well,
Um,
that's what I'm trying to figure out is if she does or not.
I mean, if you're hinting at what happens after it swallows you, that's kind of standard because stomachs?
No, I want to say I remember it having like doing acid damage.
That's stomach acid.
Okay, I might be thinking of
That's
another one or like an older version of it then.
okay. Yeah.
Okay.
The only acid damage that I know of on this thing is the stomach acid. Oh wait. Yeah, you've got enough information. It might spew a little bit of stomach
There,
acid
yep.
at you.
Okay. I wasn't sure if I was thinking of that or if I was thinking the old version of the illithid dragon.
Okay.
The fucking what? Oh, I
Yep.
need to search that up.
Yep. Older edition thing. That's why I was like doubting myself too of just like not wanting to say it outright because I didn't even know if it was actually to this thing. Anyways, yeah.
Mhm.
Alsana will just say it'll hurt your mind and it'll burn your skin away with acid.
Gross.
Fancy.
I know not if any of you have anything against that, but I can mainly deal with poison.
Nothing for us. It just.
Okay.
Just getting the hell away from it if it comes close.
All right. So, um, can Alsana try to give a look around like the area there? Like, are they in the temple yet, or are they kind of like heading
Mm,
towards it?
I have not really assumed you've moved this whole time.
Okay.
You're kind of at the entrance of the gardens.
Okay.
I was waiting on if you were gonna like search for any signs of it or
Okay.
anything of the sort.
Okay.
I
Yeah,
didn't want to assume that you were.
that's fair.
Yeah.
Um, honestly, like, could Alsana give a perception around to see if like there's any like tracks or like burrow holes that are more recent?
Hmm. A perception would be a broad look over the area. If you want to look specifically for tracks or signs of a creature in habitation, I would say that's survival, because that is specifically for tracking.
And I get that, but on the other hand, this thing's huge.
It is huge, which means that if you do perception.
I'm just wondering.
Okay, you
Yeah,
know what?
I'm not looking
I'll
for
say
the exact direction it's
okay.
gone. I'm just wondering if there are tracks
Okay,
here or not.
that makes sense. Survival, if you want to get an idea of it was here about this long ago when this is how big is it, etc. Perception, if you're just looking for disturbances.
Yeah, I'm just looking if it's been here.
Okay. Okay, go ahead.
That's why I'm just like, I don't think it's survival. You need tracking to go. Hey, there's a big like trench in the ground.
Fair enough. I just misunderstood what exactly
Yep, that's
information.
fair. That's
28, yeah, it's been here. You can see some furrows in the ground. You can see some of the plants that have been knocked over. You can see that some of those lights seem to be set out in a little bit of a pattern, kind of winding through the area. A few of them are out, and one of the closer ones you can see it's out because like the entire pillar it was on toppled, knocked into by something heavy, not by something just wear of time. Um, but yes, you can see various signs of it moving about. You don't see any burrow holes, or at least not where you are. But there's some like furrows in the ground from movement.
definitely been at least over here, if not through here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, okay. Do you want to risk a fight further in, or do you want to try to deal with it here?
Do you think it's the only thing that's around?
I believe so. It's the only thing that's going to be coming for us. That I'm aware of, at least.
Yeah, let's fuck it up in an open space. If anyone needs height, they have their height.
And this way we can negate property damage.
How high
Like
up is
anyone
the
owns the
ceiling,
property
Ariel?
and then-
Good question. Let's see. It's got to be at least big enough for the buildings. It's a pretty large cavern space. You're closer to the far wall here, so it sloped down a bit. Brain. You're not gonna have a problem flying in all likelihood. I'm gonna say you've got clearance of to put a number on it. What 10 for that? 10 for that. Another. Yeah, I'm gonna say a good 60 to 65 feet.
Okay. Part of it was me running, even though I don't have it prepared if I could pull off a call lightning in here. But no, I need 110 feet for that.
You might be able to pull that off if you were in like the very center of the cavern, but this is closer to the edge, so it is
Makes
sloped
sense.
downward a bit.
It's just out of character. Do we want to try and fight in the wider area, guys?
Unless you think its movement's going to be a problem.
It
Even
burrows, but I don't know
but
I don't know how going anywhere else would change that.
basically, if it has a ranged acid attack, like you said, but
The scry that Osana did on the elemental was in the part of the temple, right?
Mhm.
What was the floor made out of?
Stone? Or at least it seemed
Like,
like stone. It was
worked
worked.
stone?
Yeah, it was very, very worked. It was not rough. That's a building.
There any? Would it still be able to burrow?
well, if it can't, then we can't fight it. So
Well, Anybody can roll a nature check.
I'll roll one just because I'm thinking it.
Okay, Alsana
Come on,
21. Called a 6.
Yep, that
You're
checks.
not sure. 6 is not sure. Anybody else, or is it Alsana 21? Just to make sure. Okay.
Ken's more so thinking of like other strategies here.
Yep. Alsana, it is very rare for a creature to be known to be able to burrow through worked stone, but also you're aware suddenly that you're mixing up the Neothelid with something else. This thing doesn't burrow.
This thing doesn't burrow?
It does not burrow. It has no burrow speed. It's a worm. You're probably thinking of a purple worm.
Yeah, probably.
Just a worm
No.
you'd have to recover.
No, you know what I'm thinking of?
Hmm.
I'm thinking of this like small thing in it that says it uses purple worm tracks to like move through, and I'm just like, oh, that means it burrowed. No.
Nope. Those are just very convenient byways for it.
All right. In that
So
case.
yeah, you don't have to worry about it coming up from underneath you. You just realized. So.
Okay. In that case, I'll go. Maybe wider open areas for better then.
Cool.
Like slowly try and lure it out. Like how?
Oh. I've got an easy way to do it. Don't worry.
Okay, because I was gonna say, how much do we have to run for the ceiling to get up to that 110 threshold?
I'll be right back.
Probably a good distance, and as a
Also, I don't have
DM
call lightning prepared. It was just a curiosity.
Oh, okay.
Also, I
we
don't
got
have
it?
a map for that prepared.
So let's
That-
not
that
hurt
also,
Ariel.
Please.
That also makes that decision because never mind. 'Cause I thought like you were saying it because you had call lightning. You're like, oh well, now it's useless.
No, why would I? I would not prepare call lightning for going underground adventuring.
I prepare weird things for funsies.
Uh.
All right.
Okay. Ooh, I know what I can do.
I will say you've been huddling here for quite some time.
When Kane finishes dissociating a little bit, we can start getting because Conrad's not here right now.
All right. Asana is going to hold a casting of Investiture of Stone.
You hear a shriek from further in the garden. That same one that rang out when you scried on the elemental. And it
Should I do
goes
it?
through the space.
Wait, no, not Investiture. Never mind. That
Should I-
Investiture
Should I
is.
just get it over here, Osana?
If you're wanting to.
Calda does like the two pinky whistle, the loud one.
There is a answering shriek from just a little closer. And you can hear movement, rustling, crashing from inside the garden. As something big is moving fast in your direction. So, I'm going to leave you guys on close to the edge of the garden map I have prepared. As a good distance away, over 100 feet away, you see suddenly a creature, and it is moving fast directly towards you. Nobody gets a surprise round. We are going to immediately roll initiative because you are both aware of the other's presence.
Mm-hmm. There he is. Big boy.
There he is.
Oh.
So, let's get those initiatives rolled.
Yep.
Yay, Calda. Do you want me to roll initiative for Kane?
Good job. Yeah, go ahead and get him in there
Shoot him,
Okay.
boy.
so we get Conrad.
Oh.
You know how like having spells on my sheet sometimes slows my spellcaster sheets down? That's Kane's.
Mhm.
The amount of fucking weapons this man has on his sheet just slowed down my roll 20.
Hey.
Well, he did say he wanted to collect them.
But he had a weapon called lungs. It's just his lungs.
What?
Mistype.
No, it says lunge. I just can't
Okay.
read.
I thought I was like lungs.
Yeah.
Kane
Yeah, like, does
breaks
this
his
guy just
own
have a set
ribcage
of
and starts
someone's
beating
lungs?
someone with his lungs. Yes.
Does he just use them as nunchucks?
So, Elaris,
Lung?
Yep.
you're first.
Big boy.
Take Shooty McBoy is gonna shoot
The not boy.
shoot the boy. Yeah. He's gonna take his crossbow that he recently, yeah, and he's going to make 2 shots.
The 32 is gonna hit. 9 piercing and 5 necrotic damage. It does not seem to resist any of that. A 17 pings off its hide, specifically off of some. It seems like crystals almost grown into and studying the creature's skin.
Right. Okay, cool.
Alright, so 14 damage right off. Anything else on your turn?
No. I could take pot shots from here, so that's good.
You give this thing studded leather, but the leather is its skin.
Kind of. It's a tiny boost because it's the only thing fighting you guys. You're gonna chew through this like a hot knife through butter. Calda, what would you like to do?
Hot knife needs to get close to the butter first.
It is a bit far away.
It's like a worm on a string made of butter.
Did you guys already roll Kane for me?
Your initiative, yep.
Thank you. Alright, back.
No problem. Gonna boing.
Uh-huh.
Just over here.
Alright. You boing up to the top of a flat rock that probably was put there for landscaping purposes long ago.
High rock. Dwayne. And then that is 120 feet. Okay. I'm just gonna send 3 Eldritch Blasts there.
Alright. 12 will not hit, 18 will, and 23 will hit. So, 12 force damage. Boom, boom, boom.
Needs a bonus action, just do another one of those really loud whistles.
Yep, there's a whoosh, and I can't do it, and I'm not going to do it into my mic.
Thank
Oh,
you. Oh, that's actually heckle.
Terrible, terrible combination of things. As this thing rears up, looks towards you, shrieks again. And has a choice to make.
That's terrifying from this range to hear.
Yeah.
Oh, it has AC 18. Okay,
I'm
figure
gonna
that out.
GM roll. Kane,
That's fair.
I need you to make me an unfortunate saving throw.
Those are all
Intelligence.
defensive. Ha! You think I can make those?
DC 16, because it's not on there.
Oh, no.
Yeah, that tracks.
Oh,
Let's see all of it. I just
Just to
before
make
you, because I do have an indomitable. I'm just going to decide if I want it.
Yep.
Finish reading.
I'm just finding out if you do take 4d6 psychic damage regardless of anything else. So
Can he know the DC
I
on that?
accidentally I'm allowing it. You know if you fail before you use Indomitable.
Yeah.
So he knows he failed. Success! I did accidentally GM roll the 4d6. Do you want to take the number on faith, or should I just take
Oh, I
GM
don't
off
care.
and re-roll it?
If you want to punch me,
Yeah.
go for it.
Yeah,
Was it 46 or 4d6?
4d6.
Okay.
You got a much better deal. That's a 9. My
Like I
first
said,
roll
up
was a
to you.
19.
I will take it.
All right. So
Also,
take
a
the
worm
9.
that casts Human Mind is vaguely upsetting, just in
Oh,
general.
uh,
Kane can't even cast magic like that.
Ariel,
Yep.
real quick.
Yes.
Could you, when you've got a moment, check the other map? I don't know if my health was lower.
All right. One moment.
Oh, shit.
I think that goes for a few people.
Alsana, you were at 59.
You guys
Calda
really should start writing
113.
sheets.
Okay, I'm good.
I wish the tokens were tied to our sheets.
You could just put on your sheet in the first place.
Yes, but I'm switching through tabs. I'm recording.
I suppose.
Yeah. Okay. So that is going to be its action. As it doesn't have any bonus actions, so it's just gonna... Yeah, it's just gonna do its wormy little wiggle forward. About there. Kane!
Alright,
Oh,
Kane
really?
is... Going to check range
The
first.
one-
And 20. Is this difficult terrain in this water, or?
Most of it, no. I'd say if you get to like a really wide portion, yes, but most of this stuff you're gonna be fine.
Okay, Kane can technically just long jump up to there, so I'm going to do
Sure.
that. And in the meantime, the bow will appear in his hand. I'll check distance again. 90 feet. I was really expecting this thing to move closer to us. Soul is... Okay. Yeah, he will take these attacks with disadvantage. Oh, am I still audible?
Yes.
Okay. It was
Go
very
ahead.
quiet.
I'm
Sorry,
just
like-
waiting for the rolls.
Yep. So with that, had to put the cone of the cats out of the ability to plan.
Mhm. I have not seen a roll yet. Is roll 20 being slow?
It is, it seems like.
Okay. Alsana, have a plan for your turn?
It may click it like 6 times, hopefully it doesn't.
Oh. Alright, yeah,
Oh,
it did. Okay, so the first 3, yes?
Yep.
The
Oh my god.
19 hits, the nat ones do not.
Oh, a pair of nat ones, just my luck. Alright. Well, the damage goes in. I assume it seems normally taking...
My god. All those rolls were terrible. 1 and 3 and then 1 and 5. Yep, it takes the piercing damage as usual.
Perfect. Alright, and that will be Kane for this turn. He'll use his bonus action just to swap off the bow, just to be ready for next turn.
Okay. Alsana.
Alsana is going to... Yeah, I want to try this. She's going to cast Transmute Rock.
Okay.
And she's going to transmute the rock directly above it.
Ha!
Yes! The wizard
Alright.
lives on!
So, what are we doing with it? It just goes into mud?
If you cast a spell on a ceiling, the mud falls. Any creature under the mud, when it falls, must make a dex save. For
I love that that's there.
48 bludgeoning damage on failed save, or half as much damage on a successful one.
Alright, roll that 4d8, please, and I'll get the dex save. Oh, this is an interesting question, because it is a spell effect. But it's technically... You know what? It's physics.
Yeah, I was
Magic
gonna say.
physics does not play into this. So, dexterity saving throw. That's gonna be fun. So it takes 19 bludgeoning damage as... Floomp! Right down from the ceiling on top of its head.
You know,
see
like
the-
you know, like a jar of cranberry,
Mhm.
Of like cranberry sauce, it was just kind of like over the ceiling.
Yep, in one go. Yes. And it kind of strikes the creature in the back, just below the head, and so there's this moment where it just pins down onto the floor. You see the head flail up and the tail flail up on the other side, and there's a shriek, and then it kind of wriggles itself out and is up again. So, anything else on your turn?
Alzana chuckles to herself and flies up to the ceiling if she can.
Okay, you are
Or-
way up there. You 50 feet.
Yep,
You're
50
50 feet up because of movement, but yes. So, Elaris.
Actually, I'll put her over the water too,
Right.
just in case.
All right.
Just, you know,
It
just
is my
go for it.
turn again, and I will take 2 more shots at him.
Go for it. 18 does hit. 15 does
Ah,
not.
All right.
All right,
18.
19. 19 overall damage.
Yep.
There we go.
And that'll be it.
All right. Crossbow bolt sinks into its side and it writhes and starts to gear up for something, but you're not sure what yet because its turn isn't here. Calda.
I hate size restrictions because I wanted to do something cool and realized I couldn't because
Do you want to put it in a headlock?
No! I wanted to Dimension Door Kane and I overdo it and I can't.
Yep. Dimension door is like that.
Is it only your size or smaller?
Yes.
Ah.
Damn. That's good.
I wish I still had vision of it.
That is
That's
the
right,
one
kid.
place where, like, a Goliath or Orc spellcaster is optimal.
Yeah, fair.
I'm so mad now because I had that idea and I just looked up Dimension Door before my turn. Shit. Kane, are you gonna get closer to it?
Eventually.
It'll get here.
Remember, I'm equally as good with ranged or melee weapons.
I'm gonna get closer to it. Boing.
Okay.
Eh. You gifted me with such beautiful things, Ariel.
Mm-hmm.
That's 35 feet. I could Misty Step.
You could Misty Step.
I'm about to get fucked up by this thing. If I do. I'm not gonna Misty Step. I'm not. Instead, I'm going to take a precaution
Mhm.
on myself.
Okay. All right. So call the Death Wards.
That's a good call.
It really is. That's my turn. I'm just gonna mark off the spell slot and that's it.
All right.
This thing uses Finger of Death despite the fact that it has no hands.
I saw that 8th level
Boom.
spell and got scared. Oh fuck yes, baby.
All right. It slithers on up and lashes out with its tentacles.
You fucking know it.
Does a 19 hit?
No.
Oh, it misses. All right. They flail out, but you duck underneath. Kane, what would you like to do? Is Conrad there?
Yes, sorry, I was having an argument about crackers.
Okay. What would you like to do? It's your turn.
I'm going to step up to there. So there's a lot going on right now for me. And he's going to go with his bow once more, this time without disadvantage, thankfully.
Just had a
Unless I
thought.
missed out. Yes.
It's somewhat unrelated, but if you're fighting a creature that swallows things, like, and you cast Contagion, could you give it a stomachache and make it throw up?
Could it tease me out?
Technically, it would have to take a certain amount of damage on a turn.
Yeah, but just as a like
That-
not quite in the rules thing.
That being said, I so want Kane, if he gets swallowed, to just like grab onto the uvula on his way down.
Pick one. There's like 7.
Bold of you to assume, yeah. So you're gonna shoot, and we're still waiting on the roll 20 attacks.
I'm
So,
just waiting for it to get off of disadvantage.
all
Unfortunately, oh, there's one.
right, 25 hits.
Yep, I'm just making sure I don't have something I'm forgetting. Okay, good.
I love how your like little things icons you made, Ariel, are like also serious and there's leafy stuff.
Does a 16 hit?
No, a 16 does not.
Okay. And with the third one, hold on, let me just make sure I read this ability first before I click onto it and with the thing. Yeah. Calda. Go
Yep.
off.
Oh.
Hmm.
What is it?
Reaction to make an attack. Go for it. Add 8 damage to it.
Oh, fuck yeah. Up, 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 up. Nope.
16 does not hit.
Unfortunate. Oh well. That's it for me.
Okay. Alsana.
Let's try it for fun. Very far.
Okay. Okay.
Are you within range?
Oh, that's advantage.
Hold on.
You do have to move it a little bit, but that's okay. You can do so easily. Let me roll that again because technically it has advantage. Nope, still a 10. So what color is your fairy fire? Purple as
Purple.
usual?
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
What's your save?
Someone just like ups the saturation on this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, what's that?
What's your save DC?
19.
Oh, he can't.
It can't succeed on a dex save. Okay.
Good to know.
Anything else on your turn?
All of a sudden, like, watching, it's like, this thing is as slow as, well, a worm.
It's a really big target.
Yep. And you go, oh, this will be fun.
All right, Alaris.
All right. You know the deal.
At advantage.
2 more shots.
At advantage.
Damn it. There we go. Oh shit. I have advantage?
Yeah.
Yep,
Fairy
at advantage.
fire.
So I'll count that
Happened-
first
happened
one.
5 seconds ago.
The first one's a natural 20. I wanted
Yep.
to drop
Okay.
a
1
Hex
second
Blade
while I add damage. I'm going to say the 13 from the first one, and I'm going to use the first roll of the second, which is +3, so that's 16, plus 5 necrotic, plus another 10. So 16 plus 15,
I'm
31.
dropping the Warlock Smite on that.
Go for it.
5d8. Yeah.
Is that doubled?
Well,
Because that's an odd
I
number.
believe so, yeah. I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, roll the other set.
Yeah.
There we go.
Yep, and take your 10
Heck
times.
yeah.
All right, 38
Another
further.
shot.
Another shot at advantage.
Do it again.
This one will be a sharpshooter, actually. Hopefully,
Do it again.
hopefully
Yeah. Go ahead.
yeah.
Aw.
Yes!
27 hits, though. 25
Wait, don't
damage.
you? Do you crit on a 19?
Blade's curse?
I
Only
believe
if you Hexblade curse.
Hexblade's curse.
Ah, okay.
I
Yeah.
didn't do that yet. So yeah,
Oof.
I'll do that now.
He's
All right.
too far away.
Yeah, check the range
I'm
on that
still too
because
far
you
away,
are distant.
30 feet, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Do you want to move?
No, actually,
Okay.
I'm good.
Call
I'm
that.
good taking pot shots from here.
All right.
I want opinions from the audience.
Hmm.
Double
Sure.
advantage or more damage?
I'd say more damage.
Here's the thing. It's called the crits. Double advantage.
Well, no. Here's the thing: is like, how many more times can you do more damage versus double advantage?
Well, I can do the more damage with like something that lasts, and then I can do double advantage next turn.
I honestly just think it's worth it to get those coldest mites in there. Because surely rerolls ones.
I mean, I don't think this thing's gonna survive that long.
I'll see if it still survives next turn and then just use it. It's just another spell slot. It's fine.
Hmm.
So, Bulbous action,
Mm-hmm.
the usual.
Okay. Vow of Enmity.
Hit it. 1.
23 hits, 18 slashing, 1 and 3, so that's 24, plus say another 14, plus 24, 38, 40, 44 damage on that turn. Nice. It is looking pretty rough.
Yep. Okay.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta remember that you and allies within 30 feet of advantage on spells and other magical effects.
Oh yeah.
Like, did we use that on those things we fought earlier?
Are you level 17?
10 feet. It's the same as my aura, so
Yeah, you'd have to be level 17 for the 30-foot radius.
Ah,
it's my paladin.
Yeah.
Aura.
no, on the Heirloom Avenger.
I know. It's a
It's a
it-
10-foot
tack-
advantage.
Yep. Okay.
It attacks onto the paladin aura when that expands.
All right. So with that, this thing shrieks, writhes around, and is once again going to flail out with a tentacle at Calda because she is right there.
Go for it.
I clicked, and it's gonna take a moment. 20 to hit.
Just hit.
All right. You are a larger, smaller creature. Definitely smaller. Give me a strength saving throw. You do take the 20 bludgeoning and only 9 psychic damage.
Is the bludgeoning non-magical?
Yes, it is.
So 17 plus 9 is 26.
Strength save, please.
Yes.
What do you call the strength saves look like? Isn't it like plus 15?
Oh, no. Okay.
Oh, my charisma.
Yep.
And you see as Calda is lifted off her feet, flung up in the air, and the 4 jaws of the Neothylid open up like a flower, and then floop around her.
And blind,
Yep.
huh?
Calda is now inside that area, and not visible from by you guys. With that, the Neothylid is actually going to go ahead and get a little closer to Kane. So, Kane, it's your turn.
All right, Kane just kind of looks at it like, "You just eat my mom? What the fuck?" And he is going to start making attacks from very close.
Okay.
It's going to be a bonus action to switch to the Soul Taker, and it's going to be two-handed because I don't have the extra bonus action to switch to the shield. So this is going to be one. Oh, sorry, I don't have advantage off. So I'm just rolling the d20 there. Fish for a crit.
Uh-huh. Fish.
Very much no.
Okay. All right, but that hits for 16 slashing damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Do you want to save the con saves for the end of this? Because there's going to be a lot of them.
Oh, go ahead. Yep.
There we go. Second one. Hopefully advantage will take.
All right, it is going to have advantage on these con saves, by the way.
Yep, that's okay. I will happily still take that chance for it to possibly heal me just for punching it.
Mhm.
Also, my cat is glaring at me. I think it's on the computer is so slow. He is very angry.
Okay, another hit.
Alright.
Consistent
Third
30.
one.
All right,
And
also a hit.
I'm just relatively displeased here.
Do you want me to roll those saves real quick? Because you did one
No,
set.
let's
Okay.
get this at the end.
All
Like I
right.
said, there's going to be a lot.
That's a hit. That's a hit.
Wow, not one crit. Okay. Going to be 6 constitution saves because all of those hit.
Now you know my feelings, Conrad. Wow, I just attacked five times in a turn, and I did not roll below
All
a
right.
20, but I didn't crit.
I am so immune to that feeling after Evender.
6.
Wow,
All right.
3 of those failed.
Yep.
So that's the
So
second, third, and
the
fourth?
second, third, and fourth. Let me go ahead and get the damage. That would be the
16
second
plus 9 is
16, 9,
5,
and
plus
16.
is 41. Yep, 41 total.
You rolled
How
11
do you want to do this?
Great displeasure. He is basically. I apologize for ruining the moment for you, Calda. As soon as Calda gets swallowed and it approaches him, he's just like, "Oh, no." And his brain just goes like, "Well, to get something out of the stomach, you have to skin it," and he immediately bisects it down the center of its throat,
Okay.
and then just like
Alright.
reaches in with like his and like pushes his head through, and he's called like, "Oh hey, get out of there."
I had such a good idea with it.
Yeah, but now you aren't being eaten.
Yeah, but it would have been really cool to shove a smoke bomb in there.
While true, next time something eats that, keep that in mind.
I know. I want to get. Never mind.
As Kane is finishing this combat with more HP than he started.
Okay. Ah.
I just look over to Alsana like, I already started dissecting if you want anything.
Alsana is immediately going to float on over to it.
Alsana,
Wow.
you hear not words, but exultation in the back of your mind.
Exultation.
Celebration.
Okay. The little like brain like communication equivalent of
Pretty much. And then the words come. You did it. You're strong. You're going to be the seed of something great. Come. Come. It's dead. We're safe. Collect your prize. Rise to what you should be.
1 second.
So
1
is that a
second.
negative?
We offer you limitless potential.
Is that a nay on the creepy worm guts? Or
let's go inside. We need to double check some things.
Can I please insight?
You may,
Call this have bad vibes again. Time.
yeah, you may insight. I'll give you mom advantage.
Mom advantage is my favorite kind of advantage.
Also because you're worried. It is a 12.
Should I
Alsana
get
is
12? Yeah, okay.
Yeah, it should be.
unfortunately Alsana does have a fair amount of control over her facial expression. How openly she is wearing it right now is, well, up to Devon.
Especially with the masks on.
You and your deception.
That's an
The
extra.
masks do make it difficult.
Yep.
So you're going more by body language.
Also, I'll just give a thing over her head and just like, I must be discreet. My companions would not take kindly to this communique.
Then leave them outside.
Also, I'll look the group. Would you allow me to check something inside first, on my own?
No.
Yeah, fuck that. Kids get fucking killed. Last time I let you go on your own, you almost got feeble-minded.
Yeah, I'm not letting you do that. This thing was powerful. What if there's more shit that's powerful?
I scanned. I looked. This is
Good,
the only
then you
thing
know
that
there's
would be
nothing in
coming
You
for
looked
us.
when you were scrying. That was yesterday. This is today.
And if you already looked, then you know what's in there. So what's in there?
I didn't see fully what's in there.
To check it out so badly on your own. Okay, then we're gonna come with you because you don't know entirely what's there. Alright?
There's a ping over to them. Do you see the problem?
Yeah.
We do. Can they be
Kids just gotta
persuaded?
look for what the temple is.
Second, Conan?
Kane's just gonna look around. Can you see the temple from here?
Oh yeah, you've seen the temple from across the entire garden, honestly. This is the stairway, this is the entrance to it. Scroll right up to the top of this map that you're on.
Oh, perfect. He just shrugs and like, well, if you want to dissect later, let's not waste any more time. Come on.
Fine. And she'll start walking. As they're walking, she'll just... I don't know if my situation allows me to be what you want me to be. Not just them. My time on this plane is limited. I cannot be here to
We value exploration, finding new destinations. A new plane would be acceptable.
Can you impart into me some knowledge?
We give you a gift that is the key to all knowledge.
But I will not have the connection to you if I'm on another plane.
No. But you will build your own.
I know of your process.
Yes.
Yours is one that...
Your memories will live on forever in it. And it will build.
But what if yours do not?
Grow.
If I cannot be here to start this, what is your hope?
This is a
Continuation.
Right.
Yeah, you're getting up to the steps. And the brain replies to Alsana. The continuation of us. You will have our echoes.
I know one that small cannot hold all that in knowledge.
you will become great.
But all the work of those previous that go into you will be lost.
We will find others
Are you certain you can?
in time. You came. That proves we are not locked off. We are not alone. Others can come.
My companions came, and they did
Send
nothing to put an end to you. What if another comes by? Once
Then
not swayed.
you choose. Send to us those who would be of good purpose. Those from above, those who can stay. Calder can do something. As you guys mount the steps. Interesting. Allow me to look this up real quick. Because... Let me see. Dispel magic has no effect on this. Okay. It's a good try, though. It seems that when you pulse the magic through, it almost slides off whatever this is. This connection doesn't seem to be based in Arcanum. Your spell doesn't know what to grab hold of.
Alsana hears the verbal components of that, right?
Yeah, you hear them muttering. You understand what it is.
What are you doing?
You're acting weird. Just want to make sure.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, there's a bunch of weird brain effects going on around here.
Gotta make sure there's not anything.
What have you?
Fucking us. Oh, I'm fine.
I mean, I think I would still talk to your brain if I wanted to, but that's been just throughout our whole time here. Also, quit lagging behind. Let's go. Let's get inside. Don't like this place.
So, as you mount the steps, these ones are kind of rough. It seems that for all that this is a cavern, that it's cut off from the elements, time has played its part. Time and perhaps the worm, as some of the rubble seems to be the general destruction of that large body passing by very close. You get up to the entryway, and you find a sort of this wall of invisible force across the door. Alsana, you hear in your mind, I will allow you in, but you must exercise control over your compatriots. I trust you are strong of will enough to do this.
Strong of will, but I do not have the ease of controlling others that your kind does.
That is something that can be learned.
But for right now,
Ken kind of just taps his sword in the wall and just, well, let's try it. And he just slams his sword into it.
It just... Nothing happens.
Damn. This thing's stronger than I thought. Think we can go under?
it's probably radial.
Oh. Well, how do we get through then? Do you know the spell or what it is?
Peacefully.
This place could maybe allow us in. It's not simply a location. It's like a living forest or something.
Oh, that's a lot simpler then.
You're like-
Such powerful spells, right?
As such, do not be destructive.
Isn't the whole point to kill whatever's causing this whole effect?
I believe we just did.
I still feel that creepy feeling. I don't believe you.
I want to insert it again.
Go ahead.
I don't trust anything right now.
Go ahead and insight. It's made regular.
The situation would not be such if not for that worm. Might take some time to recover.
What didn't something make the worm? Something that could still be fucking here.
That's what I'd like to
Also,
check.
that worm.
So it could make more worms.
Also, what, you think you can just walk through?
I think if we ask nicely, going, hello, door, could you let us in? It will?
I think if we're careful and we
Talking cryptic, I'm getting tired of this. If you know how to get through, just say it.
do not be destructive here.
Then explain how we communicate with whatever fucking magical thing is here.
This would be simpler if I could speak to all of them.
At that point, Kay's actually going to look at the temple and try to reach out to it telepathically.
Alright, unfortunately the temple is not a creature, and so you don't connect with anything right now.
Alsana will respond to them. Possibly, but they're not ones to be swayed.
Then let's just fucking destroy it.
That
Knock
was to
them
the
unconscious.
Oh, okay.
Knock them unconscious. Stun them. Incapacitate them just for a moment. It will be enough for me to forge a connection.
I don't have those capabilities. I would betray their trust. You have to understand I'm working within this group. Inside this collective.
There is no trust. There is only control.
Kay's gonna do a quick circle around the temple. Just look for any kind of way to look into it. Can we see through this barrier or no?
You can roughly see through the barrier, but it's really just a dark hallway that vanishes far, far deeper in than your dark vision can see.
Okay. Yeah, because 60. Yep.
Very
Do you have any-
well.
Sana, do
You
you have any
see-
light magic? Those kind of like sunlight spells you had before?
Say again?
You see the force magic peel apart in front of you.
There.
Light magic. Not the answer, apparently. Oh, let's go. Kane walks in.
It snaps shut behind you.
Oh.
Is he going to behave?
He's the least likely to.
And Kane just.
Then he is going to be your problem. The force field peels up again.
Maybe she just doesn't time her. Well, I need to see deeper in, and he'll light a torch and start walking in.
Can you all trust me on this?
Ariel, I'm gonna do it again.
Go ahead.
I hate playing low wisdom.
That's fair.
Your thoughts and doubts are your own. You can't really get a read on what Alsana is planning. You know her, but you
Could
don't
I
know what's on her
insight?
mind at the moment. You can, yeah, you
I'm
can do so.
so angry.
Huh, not
So
editing.
angry.
Not the best at insight either.
Nice.
Mhm.
Nice.
You're not really sure either.
Nice.
I need you all
What are
to
you
trust me right
getting
now.
at?
Kane's just walking in.
Kane,
There's as much trust as you've built up today,
Ooh.
because you have been hiding things.
I've heard your words of the past. I know what I'm doing.
I know.
Kane just looks back.
Oh, I know. But that doesn't mean I'm gonna fully trust you on it. I'm still gonna be worried. Still having some very serious doubts.
And you
Kane
think
just looks
this is...
back like, you're asking me to trust you. Just, again, be clear. Tell us specifically what you want.
I
You know
want-
if you dance around it, you're just going to keep pushing through.
I want you to to trust me on this.
No, I want you to tell me what you're about to ask me. I'm not promising shit, and you know that. You know I don't trust your judgment normally, so I'm not going to. Explain it to me and convince me. Because I don't trust your judgment when it comes to any sort of magic. I trust you to know, not to act. So, what do you want? Do you think this is some sort of ancient temple that we shouldn't muck in the affairs of? We've burnt down more holy places than this. Calda is blessed by multiple very well-known gods.
I think you should be aware that not everything can be said aloud.
Then
I think you should be aware that we can't fully trust you because of that.
in that case,
Dear.
what can't be said, I'm just going to go look for myself and figure it out. Because whatever you're trying to signal to me, I'm not figuring out.
I'm asking you to stay back.
And I'm telling you no. So, let's go. Kanki's walking.
Interesting. You ask them to trust you, but you don't trust them. What worth is this trust?
She'll
You
respond.
see,
She'll respond to
only
it.
control. That is all that matters. You cannot control them. But you should. They're far more intelligent than they are. You know best. They should listen to you. They should have no choice.
She'll just ask, is he going the way?
He is.
Tris?
There is only one way. I am the entrance. Follow. Yep. Kane, you're a good bit in. You've probably passed nearly to the edge of what would be Ilaris's dark vision by now. As you are walking through with the torch in hand, it lights up on the walls. And you see that this front entryway, while the floor is flat and level, the walls have a slight curve to them. It's almost more of a tube than a squared off rectangular hallway. Yeah.
Can
Um,
is
the walls.
summon the flaming sword then. Same
Mhm.
flame distance, just for reference.
Kane!
Sure.
She goes down the
The
hallway.
walls are oddly textured. Not in a way of tools, but in a way that looks deliberate, like patterns, though they don't repeat themselves regularly enough to be necessarily all that artistic, and they are very small and subtle, little dots, little lines and grooves that kind of form interlocking squares all around the walls.
You can't seriously disallow me from going in my own and then walk in there yourself.
I'm telling you to come with me then. Don't let me walk in by myself.
And if I did the same,
Then we'd follow you.
And that's what
Would
we're
like it
doing.
or
So
not.
we're just following.
You've done this more than once, walking to a place we didn't want to because you wanted to see what was there. I'm doing it. Now, Calda, come on with me.
I staying closer here. Keep an eye
Sure.
on you. Actually, Maury with Kane.
Okay.
Sure. Just, yeah, Alaris, keep an eye on my back.
Yeah, no problem.
Sweet. Alsana, if you want to come actually figure out what's in here, come with me. If you want to scry me to figure it out that way, do it. But I'm tired of waiting. I don't like what's down here. I don't trust your judgment with magic that you don't understand. And if you, the other two want to stay and protect you, I'm okay with that.
so
So,
starts walking.
either... There we go. Come on, guys. He keeps walking.
Okay.
There's a twitch on her when on the there we go. There's a ping to the brain. Where are the tadpoles?
In a chamber below mine. And you
Wait.
get a little bit of a map light up in your head of an understanding of this place. The hallway leads to a large, long rectangular room, the one that you saw when you scried, and you instantly recognized it as such. Then there's a path that goes into a doorway at the back wall. Kind of spirals and curves around and down until it enters another room below and behind this one. And you get a sense of numerous smaller pools. There's a couple of rooms like this, one of them broken. Perhaps the place where the neophyllid accidentally grew too large and broke out. But another one, you get a sense of it almost lighting up as important. And you see, in your mind's eye, a sort of a jar, but sculpted in a rounded glass form, capped with metal, with a single tadpole floating inside, slightly curled in on itself, not wriggling around, not moving, just steady.
Question?
Mhm.
Does everyone see that?
No, only Alsana.
Yep, because
Oh, it's the map thing,
Yep.
right?
Kane is way ahead of everyone.
Okay.
Also, I'm just gonna get on the broom and go like catch up with Kane.
Calda is following very close behind.
And just like, so, lead me to wherever you're trying to figure out in here. Or at least I can hold the torch for you.
Can you not break the first thing you see just because you don't like it?
I will never make that promise, Lasana, and you know that. Last time I agreed to that, you brought a witch of a woman into my swamp and nearly lost out in one of our special places. Before that, you summoned a hag. Before that, well, we know our beef with each other. So, no. I will watch it, I'll keep an eye. If I think something's dangerous, I'm going to kill it like I always do. We're not here for our sakes, we're here to help the people up above. Get rid of this magical effect, whatever it is. So, I'm going to do that as much as I can without magic, and that usually involves incredible violence. But if there's nothing particularly dangerous here, like you seem to be hoping, then I won't have to do it.
Alright, as you walk down this hallway, it opens up into that larger room. For those of you who had not seen it before, the room is long, fairly narrow. The walls kind of sweep outward in a bulbous shape and cap at a dome at the top. There are channels cut in the floor that are filled with some water, a detail that Alsana perhaps hadn't picked up on the previous scry. Pillars rise and frame this central walkway between the two closest, narrowest cut channels. The room itself is largely dark, though there is a dull red glow from the floor and inscriptions upon it, up towards the head of the room, which is dominated by an enormous effigy of something like a skull. There are eye sockets, but there's no dome to the top of the head, and there's no nose or teeth, no recognizable structure of that. Instead, it almost seems to form a bit of a snout of sorts, from which spill dozens of carved stone tentacle-like shapes, artfully arranged across the floor in front of it. At the cap of what would have been the dome of the skull, instead there is worked glass, illuminated from within, almost strangely but beautifully carved and shaped into ripples and folds, suggesting the form of a brain at the top of this structure.
Kane just kind of wrinkles his nose, looking at it like, oh, it's fucking disgusting.
Ariel. Ariel,
Yes?
now.
All right. Calda, go ahead and make a grapple check on Alsana. Alsana, athletics or acrobatics to get away.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, Alsana, you're on the broom, but you feel a sudden lock of halfling arms around you as Calda brings her weight down and holds you in place.
Calda?
You're gonna say this. No, you're gonna say this honestly, and you're gonna be truthful. Because if not, 3 of us. What the fuck is going on?
I did misread something on the creature sheet, so I'm going to say at this point, you all hear in your minds, hello, welcome.
Don't like
Pulls
this.
Alsana's arms just tighter to her.
Don't like this.
Were you hearing that the entire time?
There is no need for such behavior.
Oh, you little brain thing. You're not gonna fuck with me right now. I'm having a conversation with my daughter, alright?
I am being uncommonly polite.
That's fair, and I'm being uncommonly impolite right now. So may I please have this conversation?
You
In the
may.
meantime, Kane's just gonna
Thank-
get closer to the glass.
Billy Mays.
It's a good, 200 feet away from the entrance of the room to the dome of the glass. Honestly, the base of the effigy might be 130, 150.
You'll start getting closer.
Okay. You start creeping inwards. You see a little bit of movement behind the dome as floating out from behind it, you see a strange bulbous creature that seems almost made of tentacles, with a clouded over eye in the center.
Can Kane roll? Does Kane know what illithids are or anything along those lines?
Roll a nature check.
Okay. Oh, sorry, should not be advantage. That is a 10.
Okay. You're not really sure. The tentacle theme is strong. Yes?
What is the path from here to that globe with the tadpole? Like, how far is she?
It is another room entirely, and you've got a good, heck, hold on. Yeah, you've probably got a good 200 feet or so to the door, roughly speaking. It'll be less to the dome of the skull, so I estimated wrong there. A good 200 feet to the door that you know of, and then probably another good, running around in circles, probably another good 50 to 100 to get the tadpole. And that's mostly because you're having to follow the tunnels and the spiral downwards and everything.
Now, Sana, we're gonna have a nice adult conversation. Because you haven't been honest. And if you don't want to speak like an adult, I'll go a little lower for you if that's alright, dear. I don't want to hurt you. I don't want anyone here to get hurt. Be honest with me. Have you been hearing that the entire time?
Okay, just gonna look back to Calda and just be like, "Hey, Calda, remember the aboleth? This looks a lot like it. So, yeah. I'm glad.
Well, that's fun.
You can say whatever you want, Alsana." And Kane's just continuing to walk slowly towards the glass.
Kane, stop for a little bit.
Uh,
Please don't go alone. Alsana, answer my question. Please.
Would it matter what I said? You seem to have a very clear mind of what you're doing right now, and what you want to do, and what you want out of me.
Sana, that's not answering the question. You're being vague, and you're making me extremely worried.
I get the feeling I could answer this question with anything, and you either think I'm telling the truth if I said what you want me to say, or you think I'm lying if I don't.
I already know what the truth is, Alsana. You're the one that led us here.
And putting it bluntly, if you hadn't been hearing it, you would have told us a while ago.
I'm extremely disappointed.
And Kane's just going to switch from the sword in his hand to the javelin of lightning.
The brain speaks to you, and Alin says, "Enough. Yes, I have been speaking to this one. Since your mind
Oh,
opened, I told her of what you faced."
Well,
Cool. And Brain, could I just have one more moment again? You ask us to trust you.
she's being manipulated.
And
It's not her fault. Well, how close
Brute.
is Kane at this point?
this
Brute, there is no need for such violence. In
How close is
fact,
Kane at this point?
I greatly advise against it. I'd put you at about 120.
120? Yeah.
Arya, what's the ground made out of?
Stone.
Workstone?
Worked stone.
Okay.
Can Kane see, like, inside the glass?
Make a perception check.
Alright. Okay, get him off advantage already.
It's extremely warped, but you think you can see a pool of liquid in there? You can't really tell anything beyond that because of the way the light reflects. It was a very high DC.
Okay. Well, he's just going to basically stay for a second where he is, and he just goes, well, looks back at Alaris and just, Alaris, do you want to stand between me and Alsana? That way at least someone can keep an eye on both of us.
Sure.
Alsana, I'm leaving you in Calder's care. If you do genuinely believe that you are not being manipulated, Calder, you can eliminate an ability like a scry, right? Could you eliminate a charm spell?
let me try. Cleansing touch.
Alsana, are you
Pull
willing?
closer.
Are you willing?
You willing? I can roll a charisma check as well if you need that.
She is willing.
Yeah, cleansing touch.
It is not a spell.
Okay. And Kane just keeps walking forward.
I will say, Alsana, if you want to try to break the link, you could attempt to do so. This is something only you could try. However, that is up to you.
Yep.
I understand you want
Isn't
to
it?
try and isn't it? Safe.
This is a final warning. You brute,
Brain,
stop
if you don't
there.
want to get, and if you don't want me to start shooting now, you'll wait for Calder to finish speaking next time.
I will
So,
allow her
shut
to
up.
speak.
You
You
will allow
stop
nothing.
walking. I
You will allow
allow
nothing.
anything. This is my realm and my domain.
This is my daughter you're manipulating.
Then tell me.
Shut up.
Her choices are her own.
And that's
Your
fine.
influence is your own.
How about this, Mr. Mrs.? How would you prefer to be addressed? What are
It
you?
matters not. I
Then
am
what are
a
you? You are a
collection.
brain.
I am knowledge,
You are
collected and
arrogant.
distilled. I am immortality of my people.
And that's what I thought.
Immortality of
arrogant.
all that I consume.
Ah. That's what
And
I thought. Let me guess,
you
Alsana.
are an ant.
Indeed. An ant with a terrible, terrible bite. Let me guess, Alsana, you got offered immortality? You just heard that it's immortality only to those consumed? So, unless you're looking to feed whatever is causing the distress.
I will not
of-
feed upon her.
I don't particularly care what you say, Brian. I'm not talking to you.
You assume incorrectly.
I am okay with that. In
I
that
am concerned
case-
with facts.
You
So,
sound familiar.
how close
In
up?
that case,
How close up is Kane to the
hold on.
thing?
I was 120. How close did I get from 120?
Did you walk the entire time?
Yeah, he wasn't stopping.
Okay. I'll allow you another 30 feet.
Yeah, so 90 feet away from the brain, 110 feet away from Elsana.
All right.
Yeah, roughly.
Yep.
You're actually, I wasn't able to put Elsana right on the edge of the map, so I've got her a bit further forward because of the way the map cuts off when I scroll. She's about 70 feet away from you.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Basically, Kane just looks towards the brain and just goes, I'm really tired of things with magic thinking they can tell me what to do. And he's going to toss a javelin of lightning towards the glass.
Yes.
All right, if we're going to do that, nobody was really caught off guard. It is going to be pure initiative, and you can do so on your turn. So, no surprise round. No
That's fair.
early attacks. So let's go ahead and move you on here. You do see some more floating shadows that I left on the map. They're not on hidden layer. John, I would like you to have. I would have liked you to have let me know if you were moving forward, but okay.
I did ask him to move forward.
Okay, fair enough. So let's go ahead. I should have you all on the right map. There we go. Go ahead and everybody roll your initiatives.
That's unfortunate. Initiative for Kane.
Initiative for Golden.
Oh, I was going to use this map. Damn it.
Oh god.
The 19 is kind of spooky.
Whoops, didn't mean to do that, but okay. It's alright. I need to... Where is it? Do that, and... There we go. Descending. Okay. So, on a hair trigger moment, Kane, as you heft the javelin in your hand and take aim towards the dome of glass. Yeah. All of a sudden, you see... Oh, you don't see. Yeah. There is a bit of a shimmer that passes over the glass.
Like above or in front of?
Encompassing, let's
Okay,
say.
gotcha. Like as if it was a layer over the glass?
Technically the range of it doesn't cover the entire glass, but you see a shimmer in the glass. And that is all I'm going to say because technically it's invisible, the effect.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I was trying to get if it's like, what use the work was there.
Okay. Now. Something else is going to happen. How close are you? Not far away. Okay, good. Good. Okay. My bad, I was not prepared for this to happen just yet.
Yeah, that was kind of Kane's goal, to be fair.
I expected it, I just wasn't fully ready. Alright. Kane, you are not within range. Alright, it's not going to do anything. Calda, your turn.
How does what are Elsana's vibes towards aggression?
She'll.
Before we get too far, because it's in the beginning of initiative, can I have done my Valkyrie's Blessing?
Yes. Yes, you
There
could.
go.
Get it in there.
Yep, I just need to find where I clicked what that does. I think that's Bless, right? Yes, because it's my other character who has... Yeah, so it's Bless on 3 people. So, I can reach only me and Alaris. So me and Alaris have Bless.
Okay. Noted. Alaris, keep track of that. Kane as well. Calder.
Do you have any-
Aggression Alsana.
Alsana just leans her head back and goes, well, this is happening now. Let go of me, fight the things, I'll join you.
What would insight be on this?
Just insight. Alsana,
Okay,
you
but,
can.
like, would it be a back?
It would probably be contested. Alsana, you can GM roll, deception or persuasion, depending on what you have in mind. Okay. Insight. I'm going to say, Calda, that it is still kind of hard to read her in this.
Damn it! God damn it. I don't trust you right now. Jesus! I don't trust you, Alsana.
Well,
I'm
then
not
you can.
trusting you right now.
Well, you can stop trusting. You can keep not trusting me later after everything in here's dead.
I'm so disappointed in you. Yep, Cuz is just gonna throw Alsana off the broom. With that still grappled, just toss her off the broom. I don't think she was that high up. Cult was able to get
That's
up.
a shove action technically do that, so that's fine.
Take the broom.
Okay,
Under
that is going to be a I would say it's basically the equivalent of a shove action in order to divest her of the broom. So,
Because it would be shove to knock her to the ground, and then disarm, which works the same way as a shove to take the broom.
Yeah, that's fine.
so go ahead and make that roll.
I want to.
Up to you.
I don't know if this is my anxiety or the characters.
It can be both.
I'm freaking out. I can't. I'm so indecisive. I'm so sorry. I don't know what's in character or not.
We can talk later. Kill the things trying to kill us first.
I don't believe
I will say,
you.
if you'd like, Calda, technically you have a free hand, and Eldritch Blast is still just a one-hand attack.
I know. I don't know.
Could always hold your action.
That's a weird. Fuck. Fuck. It's half movement when I'm when I'm moving with someone grappled, right? Is that include jumping? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Would it still be the shove action if I'm dragging Alsana away from her broom?
Yes. I would say that trying to get Alsana off the broom is going to be shove action.
I did not prepare for this. I'm gonna let Alsana go, but if she's ever in 10 feet of me, she's not getting my aura. That's my call.
Okay.
Okay. Let her go. Jump. Is this part of the floor here?
Yeah. Oh no, that's a pillar. Sorry. My bad. It is behind a pillar right now.
That? The 40 feet?
So, like,
yeah.
There?
That would be 40, but you'd be 5 feet away. Yes, you could do that. Angle it that way.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, getting over there.
Okay.
Two attacks.
All right.
Fucking shit. One.
Hit.
Is it taking the 3D? Is it taking the 2d10 or no?
It is not.
Okay, good to know. Yeah, those are aberrations. 2. Yup.
Nice.
Ta-da. And one more time, that is another 4d8.
Let me Dear God, how do you want to do that one?
Yeah.
Just fucking squish the bitch and just look back at Alsana.
God, that terrifies me.
Oh, yep. And then bonus. I don't want to use that spell slot now. Fuck. I'm pissed. I'm freaking losing it. I'm gonna start crying my eyes out. What the fuck am I doing? It's my bonus action. Sure. Just in case on Alsana.
Okay.
I always forget that you have that spell.
I'm against
All right,
paladin.
Alsana is marked. If you hit her, you'll do more damage, and you're gonna be able to find her more easily if she like hides or anything like that. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. That's why I need it's a precaution.
All right. Is that it for your turn?
I'm gonna go cry my eyes out.
Okay. It's all right. You're fine. So there is this guy's turn, and Kane is there. You're over there. You're there. Okay. Okay. It's got some choices. I'm gonna say, let me just double check something. She's 1 to 3 targets. Okay. So 1 on Kane, 2 on Calda, 3 on Alaris because they're closest.
Cover from it?
Actually, you know what?
Yeah,
Hold
you got
on.
the whole pillar, so.
You've got a whole pillar. You're right. So 1, 2, but it's not going to target Alsana right now. So between the two of you, let me just. You know what? I'm going to roll 3d2s for how many in which order. 1 is Kane, 2 is Alaris. Kane, you're getting all of them.
I'm okay with this.
Is it what I think it is, Connor?
What?
I need to roll 3d6. 3, 1, 6. All right. I need an intelligence saving throw from you, Kane.
That's unfortunate.
Oh.
Oh, I'm not very great at this. Well. Yep.
All right.
Oh.
So that's 24 psychic damage.
Yep. Don't worry, I have shit tons of health. I'll call
Alright.
it.
And a d100.
And D100. Ooh, tasty.
And a d100 because you took 24. You took more than your constitution score. 49. Yeah, funny enough, you already are able to communicate telepathically with any
Yep, we
creature
got
you
a
can see
48
within
before.
6 feet. So, I'm a little disappointed. Come on, vary it up a little.
Hey, I'm okay with
1.
this.
Charisma
Courage
saving
okay.
throw.
Ooh. Yeah.
You have disadvantage on attack rolls for 1 minute. You can repeat this save at the end of each of your turns to end the effect.
Alright, sounds good.
And a 6. I need you to make a strength saving throw.
Sure, I already have it on disadvantage for the attacks, so just take away the first roll.
Okay,
Or sorry, the second roll.
take the first roll. Yes.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not sure I can... Oh, yeah, I can fail this, technically. Yeah. It's coming eventually. I apologize.
Yep.
But... I just have to wait.
For now, Alaris, be ready.
There we go.
Yep. You successfully make the save. You plant yourself as you feel this force snake around you and try to push you in a direction you don't want to go. You're just not
If you can see
interested.
that it's this thing that did that, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And actually, it is going to, at that moment, kind of hover backwards a little bit. Elaris, what would you like to do? John?
Oh, John, you muted?
John.
Fuck, I muted. God damn it. Okay, I'm gonna take a shot at this. Shooty McBoy's gonna shoot this one right here.
Okay.
Oh my god, your dates are
26
ridiculous.
will hit, yes.
13. And he is going to take a shot at the far one, actually.
Okay.
Because he could reach him, because I have a 400-foot range.
Yep. Go ahead.
I ignore,
It definitely hits.
that probably hits.
Yep. Okay, 16 damage. Very nice. Anything else?
I'm just gonna. I'm just basically shouting to Alsana. It's them or us. You have to decide now.
All right, Alsana,
But,
it's your
by the way,
turn.
Ariel, just before we get
Yes.
too mucked up for next turn, did you check the dex scores for the person in Kane?
Ah, right.
Kane's the 16.
Okay, yes, you would go before. Thank you.
Okay, just want to check that before we get too into it.
All right, it's Alsana's turn. What would you like to do?
Alsana is going to go ahead and dash.
Mhm.
Probably. She'll go up into the air as best she can.
Mhm.
And she'll actually other way. That's 100 feet to here.
Okay. You can be pretty high up in the air. I'd say this has a good 45-foot clearance, floor to ceiling.
Okay.
All right. Anything else?
That'll be your turn.
Okay, Kane.
All right. Yeah. Kane is going to take his movement first. 5, 6. There we go. And he saw the shimmer. Basically, it was vaguely the front of this thing, right? I'm not looking for a specific area,
Yeah.
but it wasn't like an all-encompassing thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Well, he is just gonna take one look at Alsana and just be like, "Well, hope you're resisting whatever's fighting you." And he's going to take 3 bow shots with the poisoned arrows. One on the this one, the Mind Witness. One on the other Mind Witness, and one for as best he can judge. I'm going to pick dead center and see how the glass reacts if it doesn't go through.
Sure thing. Okay, make your first attack.
Yep, they are all at disadvantage, unfortunately, but I have a soul on the first one.
All right, 18 does still hit.
All right,
So-
and we just find those arrows.
Yep.
Poison to our arrows.
All right, Constitution saving throw on this guy's part. He fails.
And he is
All
unconscious.
right. Ha. All right, let me just go ahead and get a little marker on that. Go ahead and roll your next one.
Yep. 14 to hit.
A 14 does not hit.
Okay. He'll just ignore that one then, and third one on the glass. He is not actually going to use the poisoned arrow for this, he'll just use his normal arrow.
Okay. By the way, mark off the second poisoned arrow for that second shot that clattered into the darkness.
Yep, already done.
Okay. All right, 16. The arrow just ping off the front of the glass.
Quick question, Ariel.
Yes.
How long has it been since our last fight?
However long it took you to have that conversation. Probably half an hour?
Half an hour? Okay.
All right, anything else, Kane?
Oh,
bonus
sorry. No,
action-
I meant the fight last session. Sorry.
Oh, oh god.
It was over an hour, I know that much.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, probably a couple hours.
Alright,
2 or
and
3.
Kane is going to bonus action have the shield appear in his hand, the bow disappears, and he just looks to Alsana and just like, if you're gonna try to stop me, this is your one chance. And that's it.
Okay. On this guy's turn. You are visible. You're a little far away, but he can fix that. Okay. So, this guy is gonna drift forward. Alright, Alaris, you are just out of range. You lucky thing.
Yeah.
So, 3d2, 1 for Kane, 2 for Calda.
Oof.
Alright, Calda, Kane, Calda.
Oh, I'm gonna roll that Christmas save.
Ah, yes, end of your turn.
Yep. The first one was a 7. Yep, stays where it is.
Okay. Alright. So, can it do the 2 things, or does it reroll
Yes, it can.
duplicates? It
Oh, really?
rerolls duplicates, yes. So let me reroll the
okay.
last one. So 3 on Calda. That is a Psychic Ray. Intelligence saving throw, if you please.
I'm trying to see anything that can help me. What does it do? Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's just damage.
Just damage.
Oh,
Hey!
I'm-
You do not take any damage. Kane, another strength saving throw.
Again, disadvantage because I just don't want to waste my time on my sheet. Yeah.
You're fine.
Yeah, a lot.
You're fine.
Yeah.
Alright,
It's
and
over a 30 plus.
and Calda, dexterity saving throw.
Yep.
You're good. Alright. This guy does not have a good time. But that's okay.
But
Alrighty.
just for future reference.
Yes.
Dex saves, if Calda has any sort of cover, does give a Dex save bonus. It's the same as the AC bonus to Dex saves.
That
I don't
one
know if I had
that one
cover
shot
to
down the
right
side.
Okay, just,
Yeah.
just
That one.
for reference, because it's kind of diamond shaped.
Mhm.
But yep, that's it.
Okay. Let's see. Alright. At initiative count 20. I need a charisma saving throw from Kane.
Okay. Yep, 6. Although
6.
technically I have a D4, but I don't think it matters, right?
Nope. DC 18. You are anchored in your space. You cannot move from this space. You can repeat
Oh,
the
that's a
saving
fun
throw
one.
at the end of your turn and end this effect, but right now you are rooted in place
Okay, I didn't know about that one.
as your legs just kind of lock up. You cannot move. On this thing's turn, you are within. Yeah. I need an intelligence saving throw from you, Kane.
Okay. Oh, I clicked wisdom, but it's the same number.
Yeah, it's 5.
5.
Alright, 38 psychic
Oh, boy.
damage. And
Alright.
you are stunned for 1 minute, repeating the saving throw at the end of your turn, ending the effect. So, how many saving throws have you got to repeat at the end of your turn? You've
3.
got you've got an intelligence for stun.
Yep, 2 charisma, 1 intelligence.
Alright, I better make a list.
I'm on my way.
I'm keeping track, don't worry.
Okay. Please do.
Okay.
So you are currently stunned, and at this point, you start to sense this thing's voice in your mind a little bit more so, a little deeper than the surface telepathy that it had initiated with you when you entered the room.
Real fast, for your own
Mhm.
joy, do I have to roll the D100?
Yes, you do.
64, good number.
64. All the creatures in here have disadvantage on intelligence checks and constitution saving throws to maintain concentration on spells for 1 hour. As your thoughts become disjointed, and you have difficulty concentrating on anything.
Yep, good number.
Calda.
I've been on the broom with Alsana, haven't I?
No, you hopped off, remember? Oh,
No, but I have ridden on the broom with
Yeah.
Alsana. I am dimension dooring onto the broom.
technically it's a space that you know of, and it's within range, so okay. Yep. So go ahead and mark off that spell slot. Alsana, there is sudden weight at the end of your broom, causing you to kind of have to correct your balance and course very quickly. Calda, you were there. What would you like to do?
Sword is still out, just so fucking concerned. I've got a choice to make.
All right. At the end of your turn, Calda, you take 3d6 7 psychic damage as a pulse rings out from Alsana.
Talking as a free action?
Talking's a relatively free action, as long as you're very quick.
Is that you?
No.
This guy's asleep.
I'm trusting you right now.
Elaris.
Alright, I'm gonna shoot at this shooty McBoy, and I'm going to.
Which one?
Yeah.
Which one?
This one. These
Okay. Alright. Go for it.
Yeah. So.
Real fast. Does the lantern reveal whatever's invisible around here? 60 foot
No.
range.
I'm
No.
gonna try for a sharpshooter on the first one.
Okay, go ahead. That hits.
Whoa.
That hit.
I'm gonna go for another
Okay.
sharpshooter and hope for the best.
No, no.
Another
Oh!
smite.
Okay.
You summoned the
How do
best.
you want to do
Uh,
that one?
Yeah, I was gonna say, just save the smite.
I'm saving the smite.
Save the smite.
But,
That was
I'm gonna go right for the eye and try to pin it to the nearest surface.
all right. There is a hum of severe displeasure as the brain rings out in all your minds with the words, "Those were the last servants I had remaining to me. You will pay for your transgressions."
Oh, suck an elder.
Anything
dick.
else? Anything else, Alaris?
No,
I'd say stay back, dude.
no, I think I'm good.
Okay.
In fact, I might move back a bit.
And-
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Get out of people's ranges. I'm not about that. I can hit them from here.
At the
Even the
end,
method.
Yes.
at the end of Elaris's turn, Calda, another 11 psychic damage.
Yep.
Okay.
Does not called have the psychic resistant armor right now?
Number 1, it's force. Number 2, not attuned.
Damn it.
Alsana, what would you like to do?
Alsana is going to float down to the ground with the broom. And just look at Calda and just... Please do trust me. And she's going to wild shape into a giant owl, along with the broom.
Okay. The broom from underneath you, Calda. You land on your feet. It's not that far. Anything else, Alsana?
Actually, she might have gone just a bit further before, like as she was going, so Calda might be like there.
Okay. Go ahead and move Calda up. Yep.
And then she'd have 40 left because now she's an owl.
Mhm.
She'll go around it there.
All right.
And that'll...
Technically, Calda does have an attack of opportunity. No, Owl has flyby, doesn't it? Yep. Okay. So, that'll be that. Kane.
Yep, so I'm just going to take myself off disadvantage because I'm not doing any attacks right now. So first charisma is going to be for the DC 13 disadvantage, the second is going to be for the DC, was it 18?
These are all at the end of your turn. Are you doing anything on your turn?
I'm stunned, I can't.
Ah, yes, that's right.
Yeah.
Thank you. So,
The second charisma, was it 13 or 18?
the second charisma, oh dear. Was it the eye rays? No, because the eye ray was telekinetic, which you were just fine on, so it would be an 18.
So 13, 18, and then 18
18 for the
intelligence?
stun.
Or was it wisdom?
Oh heck. Hold on.
Accidentally rolled wisdom.
Intelligence.
Okay, that's a success on that because I have blessed, it's at least +1.
Mhm.
Second one, that's a success. And the
Okay.
third one, still stunned.
Okay. So you're stunned, but you're not held. Not that it really matters too much.
Alright, I'm gonna run to the washroom. If anything happens to me, just let me know.
Okay. This guy's gone. Alright. Initiative count 20. Alright. Yeah. Calda.
Yep.
I
Bring it
need
on
you
me.
to make a charisma saving throw. DC 18. Alright, you are not rooted. Well done, okay. On this thing's turn, we're gonna do a quick d6. Okay. Noted. Noted. Alright. It's going to be there. That means that, okay.
I gotta say, I'm happy for Lars on this map because he gets like full sniper range.
Mm-hmm.
Did I miss anything? Or?
Okay. Not yet, but you are about to take a hit as emerging from the cavern of this, there is a sudden shape that flails out from the darkness as a tentacle whips towards you. Should be an advantage. Let me just
Yep, get the reroll there.
Yep. 20 to hit.
It does hit, just barely.
22 bludgeoning damage.
Alright, and that's non-magical, I assume?
Yep.
Okay, I automatically fail any strength saving throws if that matters.
You are grappled.
Okay.
And you're going to take 1d8 plus 5 psychic damage at the start of each of your turns until the grapple ends. Escape DC 15.
And I assume that's, sorry, I know I asked it right, non-magical you said, right?
It is non-magical. At least
Good,
the
I was
bludgeoning is.
Yeah, of course. But I resist the bludgeoning at least.
Alright.
Okay, cool.
Calda.
If only I had reactions, I could do some fun shit with that.
Thank you, Alsana, for where you dropped me off.
And still nothing from the 60-foot radius of non-invisibility?
No.
Damn.
It doesn't seem... Okay, when I said
Okay.
invisible, I meant that the effect was invisible, not that it was making something invisible.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure.
Yes.
I'm okay with not knowing, I just want to make sure.
Alright.
Range. I'm right there. Look to Alsana. This isn't your fault. Bonus action. Yep. Spirit Shroud, more damage.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh.
Ooh. Alright, any attack? 1d8 extra damage. Hit a creature within 10 feet. Alright, Radiant, Necrotic, or Cold. Choosing one in particular?
Let's do Radiant.
Okay. Start your next turn. Alright.
1.
Alright, note that you are not currently attacking a creature, you are attacking the glass, so the... Yep,
Yep.
the 1d8 doesn't apply right now. Okay. You hit very solidly square on. The thing is... I want you to go ahead and make me a quick Arcana check.
Ooh, I'm great at those. 5.
Okay.
Called as
You hit the glass. Doesn't crack.
Does Alsana get anything from that? Like seeing it? As
How
she's
much of 10? Go ahead and throw the same Arcana check.
Okay.
Just incidentally. There was a little bit of a flare of power when Calda hit that spot. There seems to be a little bit of a wall of force, which you know is immune to damage. But it doesn't cover the entire glass.
What does it cover?
Okay, so that's kind of what I was asking, because technically the wall would become visible, wouldn't it? Because it's an invisible wall of force. Would the wall become visible, or is it just transparent?
I think it's just transparent, technically. I mostly just do flavor when you hit stuff like that, or when you see a shimmer or something.
Yeah, I'm just curious if wall of force is intended to be hidden, or if it's just see-through.
I think it's just see-through. I think.
Go ahead, I'm just going to Google it in the meantime.
Okay. Calda, I will say that that knowledge is only in Alsana's head because of knowledge of the thing. You don't know what happened except that the glass didn't break on that strike.
Calda's just gonna... Calda just has fucking tears in her eyes, just fucking yelling at him. You let go of her! Stop it! And just another hit.
Okay.
Even though I know it's not gonna do any damage.
Yep.
Just another hit.
Yep. The voice whispers in your brain, such little faith in her. You think that I control
Much
her?
little faith in you.
Ah,
Don't hurt her. Don't you dare fucking hurt her. Don't take another one of my children away.
you poor thing.
And she's just keeps saying it. She's saying it out loud because she's been saying it out loud to the thing. She doesn't really know how any of this works.
Poor, pitiful, pathetic thing. Don't you see?
Pathetic.
I offer something that can keep all of you together for eternity. You'll never lose any of them again. Elaris, what would you like to do?
Really fast. Best I can find in responses, there's no official answer, but a wall of force is invisibility, so anything like see invisibility would make it visible.
Okay, sure.
Because technically, you can make a check and still see something invisible if your perception is high enough. This would negate that need. That's basically the logic of it. If you want to roll otherwise, that's okay, because again, it's just a rule that someone said, it's no one official, but for reference.
Yeah, I can see where they're coming from. For right now, it's not really visible, but there is a bit of a shimmer every time something hits it.
Okay, just one check.
Elaris, what would you like to do? John, you're muted.
Yeah, I'm just trying to think because I don't think I can pass through the wall of force.
Can I metagame just a little?
Yeah.
The tentacle wouldn't be able to pass through if it was blocked from there. The tentacle is wrapped around Kane. You could shoot the tentacle.
Could shoot the tentacle. I'm gonna try and shoot the tentacle.
Okay. Make a shot?
Take a shot.
It hits the tentacle. The tentacle does not go away, but there's a shudder that runs up it. And a piercing screech that rings through your minds. I'll count it. Sure. I'll count it as something. I'll count it as something.
So,
Alright, anything else on your turn?
I'm gonna shoot the tentacle again.
Alright. Okay. You hit the tentacle. Anything else?
No, that's good.
Okay. Alright, Alsana.
I'm checking up a ruling real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Does Alsana know, like, the size of a wall of force?
Roughly.
Does she know if it can conceivably fully cover that brain or not?
It could fully cover the... it would not fully cover this glass dome, no.
Okay. But the glass dome is still in place?
Yes.
And there's no gaps or anything from the glass dome to the inside?
You would probably need to do a very close investigation check of the whole thing to say that for sure.
Okay. 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 Better question. She knows the wall of force can't cover all of the glass, and I'm assuming Moonbeam can't go through glass. It can't go through the wall of force, but can it go through glass?
I just found that rule too, if you'd
probably?
like.
Probably. Because Moonbeam is supposed to ignore full cover, right?
There's nothing specifically stating that. That's Sacred Flame. But anything that you can... basically, that doesn't require physics to work, can go through glass or wall of force. Unless wall of force specifically negates spells. If it does, then it does both, but basically, glass it would work through, because it's light.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'm more than okay with it not going through wall of force, because the whole point of wall of force is it blocks everything.
Yeah, but glass it wouldn't.
Yeah, but regular glass would a Moonbeam work through?
Again,
Yeah.
the ruling I found is nothing official, but it said yes. So.
Yeah, I'll allow it. I'll allow it through the glass, but not through the wall of force because that specifically blocks magic.
Alright, Alsana is going to Ooh, actually, you know what? I have a better idea.
Please tell me you have like shatter or something.
Not quite. How close is the glass to the brain? Like, what's the distance between the brain and the like is there a gap between it?
I'm not sure what you're asking. You don't see a brain, you see a dome of glass that's shaped like a brain.
Okay, sorry. I'm looking at the
Yeah.
map. It's funny.
Yeah,
Okay.
that's how I did it artistically because the sizing and the scaling was off.
Yep, that's fine. Also, just as she gets to the back, does she see the thing she was shown before?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, she's gonna go ahead and cast Moonbeam.
All right, where are you placing that?
Aren't you still an owl?
And
She'll
you're
drop it
also
as bonus
still an
action.
owl. Okay.
To do first of all, commit to that. And shape.
Okay, 5-foot radius, so 10 feet across.
Just gonna try for there.
Okay. All right. There is a radiant light at the
Ooh,
back.
background Ariel, really bad.
Sorry.
Yep.
I must have leaned in and. All right. So you have set your moonbeam. You don't notice anything immediately. What would you like to do otherwise? That's your action, bonus action. I think your movement.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. That's it.
All right, and that was an attempt to attack the brain. Yes.
Yep.
All right. At the end of your turn, you hear the voice come back and just say, "You betray me."
I find the situation no good. Also, don't talk to my mother like that.
You are going to regret this. And it snaps something inside your head. You are slightly disoriented. You're going to have disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws until the end of your next turn.
Okay.
Kane.
I have disadvantage on intelligence checks, don't I?
Yeah. Oh yeah, technically those Arcanas should have been a disadvantage. Oh well, passed.
More than 5, it's fine.
Yeah. What would you like to do, Kane?
Roll my stun save.
Mhm.
And if you want to go ahead and click the
It's a saving throw,
damage.
not a check, so it's not disadvantage from that.
Oh, I meant from the concentration thing. Wasn't it also
Yeah.
intelligence saves?
It's intelligence checks, not saves.
Ah, thank you. I already clicked disadvantage, so it'll come up with disadvantage, so I apologize.
Okay.
And if you want to just roll the psychic damage for the tentacle, please do.
Yep.
confirm
That's still
roll
in that one.
That one? Okay, I'm fucking tired of this. I'm using my inspiration.
1d8 plus 5, you 6 psychic damage.
Cool. I'm using my inspiration to roll that again.
Okay, I'll allow it.
Technically, you can decide on afterwards.
Oh. Yep.
Because I already know the DC, so it doesn't make a huge difference. I just have to wait for my sheet to catch up again.
You got it.
Well, I guess technically I would use the second of the two rolls, wouldn't it?
Probably, which is
Yeah,
why
so
I
it's
was
roll-
saying I'll
still-
allow it.
Sorry. I forgot that I rolled that. Yeah, so in that case, it's a fail no matter what.
You can keep your inspiration if you want, just because
Okay.
it's a mess.
Yeah, sure thing.
Because your
Oh, that's a
sheet's
shame.
being horrible. 17 still would have failed.
I have blessed. It would have brought me up to 18. That's okay, too late.
Okay. So after all of that, anything else?
No, I'm stunned.
Alright. Kalda, at the end of Kane's turn, a tentacle lashes out from the eye socket beneath you and whips around towards you. 22 hits. 22 bludgeoning damage, non-magical. You are grappled. Escape DC is 15. You take 1d8 plus 5 psychic damage at the start of your turn until the grapple ends.
Mhm.
Alright, for lair action, it is going to target Alsana with a hold. Charisma saving throw, please.
Disadvantage, right?
No. Regular.
For
Disadvantage on all-
Severlink?
What?
Severlink?
Severlink.
Oh, yes. Disadvantage, my bad. I was thinking of the intelligence thing again. I'm thinking you were confused about
7.
that. Okay, you are rooted in place. You can repeat the saving throw for charisma at the end of your next turn.
Mhm.
I'll say it'll be after the disadvantage stuff runs out.
Mhm.
Because that happens at the end of your turn, too.
Yep.
So.
Has it started its turn? Or no?
No, not yet. Its lair action happened to be right before its
Okay,
turn.
just want to make sure.
Yeah. Alright, and then it is its turn. Let me go ahead and roll that. Okay. Yep.
If it's the start of its turn, would Moonbeam go off or no?
Moonbeam is going, but it doesn't seem to be reacting.
Okay. I assumed when you said that earlier, it's because Moonbeam doesn't damage right away.
Nope.
Okay.
I think it's just small inside the tank and stayed beneath the wall of force.
Mm-hmm. Alright, at that... Let's see. Let's see. Kane is currently grappled, as is Calda. They're out of reach. That's not recharged.
Kane's also a very easy target right now.
Oh, he is. He is. It might do something really terrible.
I encourage it.
Really, at this point, it's just which one does it target. So, Calda,
Mhm.
at advantage,
Mhm.
I need a wisdom saving throw.
Yep.
Ariel, double advantage.
Okay. Yes.
There we go.
Alright. You succeed as you feel this probing inside your mind get more insistent. But you shrug it off, and it's your turn. You are currently grappled. You take 2 plus 5,
Give me a
7
second.
psychic damage.
Okay, one sec. So many buttons.
I have to ask, by the way, Ariel.
Yes.
Would that not end?
That's still
Would
up.
that not end Wall of Force because 2 concentration spells?
Interesting question. Because I believe it is by the brain.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I
sure.
Make that call before I do my
It'll end
action.
Wall of Force. Wall of Force is gone.
Bulbous action.
Would that proc Moonbeam?
Moonbeam is starting to drill a little bit through the glass,
Okay.
but it doesn't seem to be hitting anything inside the glass.
On top of a brain.
You're on top of the glass. Okay.
Remember, we can't.
Brain
Remember, we
blast.
can't actually see the brain.
Yep.
And not even with
Brain
the
blast.
the lamp is bright light for 30 feet. Does it not get through the glass or no?
It would be a perception check in order to peer in. Have you ever tried to peer into glass as it is in a dark room and a bright light is reflecting off of it and...
Yes, but when there's something in liquid and it's the only object in liquid, it's very easy to see because of the shadows.
Also, when the glass is shaped and has a lot of surfaces.
Yeah. This is like looking through one of those ripple glass doors.
Okay, yeah, just was a thought. That's okay.
You might get shapes, you might get shadows. They are very broken and fragmented and confused, especially with the further reflection of light on liquid inside, which is... There's a dome of glass over air and then a layer of liquid.
Okay, I would like to smack.
it is going to be visually confusing until you can get through that. So go ahead and smack.
Uno
All right. It's
plus spirit trap.
okay.
It's not a creature. It's not a spirit trap.
Never.
Yep. 10, 2 and 1. All right. This time a crack rings out and a small fracture snakes across the glass. You haven't broken through. It's going to take some more hits. This stuff is extremely tough.
Second attack.
Ooh, yeah, that'll definitely hit and have some effect. The cracks start to spread in spiderweb. This might take a few more hits, but you're gonna get through.
Alaris!
As a side note, Ariel,
Glass.
just to double
Yes.
check, Moonbeam goes down 40 feet.
It's bubbling the water a little bit.
Yep, okay, just making sure.
There is nothing within your moonbeam that would be hurt by the moonbeam.
That's fine.
Okay. Alright, Alaris. What would you like to do? John, you're muted.
Oh god, what was called the yelling movie I got about? Fuck.
Hit the fucking
Yeah,
glass.
break the glass. The wall force it down.
Okay, I'm gonna try and
Hold
hit the
on.
glass.
Alright.
I'm gonna go for a concussive blast for this one.
Alright,
Yes.
Calda has been hitting the glass right about here-ish, I think, unless you want to, like, mark a different area.
Ooh.
Good.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
just
that
mark it
part
out.
is a little bit weaker, but you
I'm
can
going
spread damage out if you want the whole thing to cave in.
I'm gonna go for a Valsteel concussive blast.
Alright.
That's AoE, isn't it?
Fuck! God damn it!
Unfortunately, you do misfire, and the bolt streaks up to the ceiling and boom! Scatters across it.
I'm gonna try for just a regular shot, sharpshooter.
Okay.
Fuck.
15 tings off the glass at a bad angle and just flies off, unfortunately.
Yeah. I'm trying! And he's gonna try and move, and he's gonna stay within that range because he's comfortable there, but
Mhm.
he's gonna knock up for another shot for the next round.
Oh, I have a question.
Yes.
Is the brain stuff considered a magical effect, or is it something else?
The psychic damage is magical, at least for the purposes of any resistances or anything like that.
I'm wondering about the saving throw specifically.
God, psionics is so fucking weird.
Yeah, psionics is weird.
I think basic ruling is that psionics is always considered a magical effect for all saving throws and everything along those lines.
But it's
Yeah,
not
that would
considered
make
spells.
sense.
The only time it isn't is if it's a purely biological source, which isn't the case for anything illithid.
Yeah, I'm not gonna mess with any of that.
I'm gonna give a heads up to Alsana. There is an advantage on saving throws because you're within 10 feet of me. If we're doing non-Euclidean,
Okay.
so any disadvantage you may have can cancel out. And you have my +5.
Alright. Okay, Alfsana, for the duration of most of your turn, you're going to have disadvantage on things. At the end of your turn, the disadvantage vanishes, and then you get to re-roll that charisma saving throw.
Okay. Fine by me. Asana is going to go ahead and cast. Yeah, let's do that again. I know it's not a creature, but if I transmuted rock, the ceiling.
It's a bunch of heavy dirt hitting the floor.
It's a bunch. Yeah,
Would the bludgeoning just still carry over?
I'd say it would actually be lessened a little bit because of the curved, domed nature of the glass. But it'll do some damage.
It's 40 cubic feet of mud. I don't think the angle matters much.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's just kind of weight, isn't it?
Yeah. Unless it's like
Eh.
if it was a solid object, yes, it's liquid. It doesn't bounce off. It just hits.
And it splatters.
Yeah, that's where all the damage comes from.
Yeah, and you splatter against water if you hit it from high enough up.
Again, you could roll it as you'd like. Just
Yep.
If the mud is dense, most dense things will still deal equal amount of damage to a curved surface. Just because it hits at different times, so it doesn't matter much.
Okay. All right, yeah, go ahead.
All right. For the record, I'm casting at 6th level, so
Oh, check real quick. Does it matter if it's worked stone, or is it still okay?
let me see.
I don't believe Workstone
Because
works.
so far you've only used it on raw stone, like cavern ceilings or walls.
Area of
Double
stone.
check. Okay, good to
Oh,
know.
really?
Go for it. Go for
A
it.
non-magical rock of any sort.
Yep, it is non-magical and it is rock.
All right. So yeah, she just does it. It's not concentration or anything. I
Roll
don't
the
think the
damage.
glass makes dex save.
Yeah, roll the damage.
So 48.
14. Okay. The cracks that Calda started begin to widen, and you see a couple of chunks plink plink into the brine pool. However, it's not fully busted through yet. This is very thick glass. You're kind of getting an idea of it from the chunks that came out. This is probably a couple of inches at least.
Mhm.
All right, anything else?
Um,
Can't really move. That was your action. Any bonus action you want to use?
You can move the Moonbeam. The Wall of Force is gone.
the moonbeam's in action,
Oh, is it an action? Okay.
I believe. Use an action, yeah. It's
Okay.
sphere of fire, sphere of flame, whatever, flame sphere. Yeah.
Yeah, I gotcha.
That will be her turn.
All right.
So Charisma save
Okay.
and Intelligence save.
At the end of your turn, you make a charisma saving throw at advantage because Called is there.
And +5.
Be 15.
You are still held in place.
And Intelligence save. 28.
Okay.
Oh, Sonic,
What was the intelligence save from? Have I forgotten?
Asked me to make one.
It was for whatever the Link Sever effect was. The disadvantage and everything.
The sever link didn't have a saving throw attached to it.
Did it not? It was whatever the disadvantage thing was. Hold on.
Yeah, the
That
disadvantage thing
was-
was Silverlink.
Yeah, that was sever link. It doesn't have a saving throw. It just happens.
Hold on, I'm scrolling. Oh, in that case, it's just that charisma save. Okay.
Yeah,
alright.
it was just charisma. I was so confused when we started talking about intelligence, but I've
must
had
be-
so many saving throws. I'm trusting you guys to keep track of them.
Yeah,
and
I must be thinking of
well,
Canes. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah.
Alright.
All right.
Never mind.
Okay. At the end of your turn, yeah, it's gonna go ahead and it's gonna make probably another tentacle attack on Kane because he is right there.
I think I'm stunned, not paralyzed. It is with advantage because I'm still stunned.
13.
Still misses.
Still misses.
Let me just check to make sure I'm not missing anything off of stun. Yep, just tackles at advantage. Okay.
Okay. Kane.
All right. I'm gonna roll just one intelligence this time.
I'm sorry, I'm not there.
That is a-okay.
You are no longer stunned. However, you are still grappled. Oh, and the start of your turn, you would have taken 4 + 5, 9 psychic
He
damage.
just kind of rolls his neck and he's like, "All right, ready for an actual fight this time?" That's it.
Okay. Initiative count 20. Nothing you can see. Elder Brain is going to... Oh, I need to see if this recharges. Nope. Okay. Yeah, it is gonna go ahead and Sorry to use that. Can't do that. It's gonna go ahead and one more tentacle attack on Kane, no longer advantage because stun is gone. 25 to hit.
I mean, it'll hit.
God damn.
27 bludgeoning damage, non-magical.
Okay, so let's have to 13, right? Because always round down.
Yep.
All right.
I'm gonna say you were not double grappled.
I'm
You're
okay.
only
with it. Honestly,
grappled.
I'll leave it up to you if I am. Technically, I can target. It has 4 tentacles I can grab people, but
It does.
up to you.
It's fine. Calda,
Calda's
your
gonna
turn.
just hops down there, still within 10 feet of Alsana.
Mm-hmm.
And now going for the side of the glass.
Mm-hmm.
I immediately doubted myself.
I was just gonna ask, like, what's the side of the glass gonna do compared to like hitting wherever you've been hitting?
I'm hitting the top.
Yeah, I'll say hitting where you've been hitting, the AC is slightly lower.
Yeah.
It's not like she can't sporing back up.
Yeah, you can
Yes,
spring.
perfect.
I know. I am gonna spoil
I want you to know, just like a little check-in on us. I'm like, hey, you good? Okay, cool.
Just the hopping in place and like,
go
oop,
for it.
bit too much.
Ooh, yep. And okay. With that, you crash open a pretty good chunk of the glass. Let me grab a nice bright color so you guys can
Can I
see.
kind of request
Not
like
too
a
bright.
bright pink?
All right, I'll allow a bright. I'll do a bright pink.
Thank you very much.
Probably a good chunk about here just caves in from the top of this dome and splashes into murky, briny water below. You look in with the light shining down. You don't see any shadows moving around in that area of water, but you do see that this front of the skull actually seems to be hollow. And the water does flow into that cavity.
You may be an elder, but you sure as hell ain't wise.
And just stay there. Just hang out a little bit.
Okay.
Maybe a little couple stomps.
Yep.
Fuck that.
Stomp on it a few times. Let's see. At the end of your turn. Yeah, Kane, you're just gonna take the brunt of its frustration. No, 9 does not hit. Elaris.
Important question.
Yes.
Now that there's no glass in the way, now does the lantern let us see where it is?
It's not
30 feet of bright light.
It's not invisible.
I
And
know,
no,
but it's bright light. I'm just hoping.
bright light for 30 feet. No, it does not reach.
Okay.
Elaris, what would you like to do?
Shoot the glass.
Okay, you can try and widen the hole.
Yep.
Is the tentacle still grappling Kane?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. I'll say that you basically managed to crack the glass and chip out another chunk about here off the front.
Nice.
Alsana.
Alsana is going to use her action to move the moonbeam. 60 feet in any direction, so she's moving it 60 feet down. 60 feet downwards.
Okay, go ahead.
And through the hole.
Okay. Just over where the hole is?
Just over, but like it's a column, and she is moving it down 60 feet,
Okay.
like into the murky water.
It's lighting up the water, but it's not catching on anything in that location.
Okay. Can she see at all, like how far down it goes?
It goes pretty much down to the floor of this. Actually, it goes a little beyond the floor. It seems that there is a cavernous area hollow underneath.
We don't know how up they are.
Maybe we don't know how we are.
I'm just gonna say right now, it's not right there.
Yeah, no, I'm fine with that. I'm just wanting to look inside this thing.
Okay, you're lighting up murky water. It's kind of greenish, brackish. It's hard to see with the light diffusing the way it does in that kind of liquid.
And there is
You
a-
don't see anything in that vicinity.
And
You don't see anything within the 30 feet of bright lantern light the cult is carrying.
I meant the moonbeam, but okay.
Or the moonbeam.
Okay, yep. No, because I want to put the moonbeam down, like, in 60 feet. So it, like, the light went down as far as it could. That's all.
Yes. Yeah, the light is down there.
Okay.
It's kind of lighting up a large area of this pool, but it's not casting a shadow on anything yet.
Alright.
Is it just one last question? Is it more than 60 feet of water deep?
I'm actually not prepared to answer that question, so I don't know.
That's okay. Just curious.
I'm gonna say you got down to the bottom. You do not see it there.
Yep, that's fine. Bonus action. How's Kane looking?
He's pretty fucked up, not gonna lie to you.
All right. Going to go ahead and do a third level healing word.
I'll
Real
that.
quick check for crit. No. But I will also re-roll that one.
Oh, sweet.
So that'll
So,
be
good
16.
Sweet. Almost at
Alright.
half.
Yep. That'll be your turn.
And
Okay.
charisma save.
She's...
Your
Yeah,
charisma
you've
save.
got a charisma save to make. At advantage.
And +5.
Aha! You can move again.
Cool.
Alright. End of your turn. Kane, you are going to take the last legendary action tentacle attack, because it's all it's got.
Yep, misses again.
Alright. Your turn.
Alright, do you want to give me the psychic damage first?
Yep. So it's got 1 psychic damage bunch on you. That's 9 psychic.
Alright, that brings it down to... Okay.
It's been rolling very low on those.
I am a-okay with that. His first attack, he's going to throw his harpoon to Calda.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
I don't know
Calda,
if, I don't know
harpoon
if I
gets...
came back yet or not, but...
You've got it. You can throw it a maximum of 60 feet. It clatters right there and kind of rolls off the front edge of the
Oh,
brain.
shit, that's right. Okay, could I held that back then? Sorry, I've miscounted.
Yeah. Yeah.
Did I have the harpoon?
What?
I
You
thought
can't
it
throw it.
marked- No, I thought I still had it from the last time you gave it to me. Because I
No,
still
I put-
marked off on my sheet that I have it.
No, I took it back, a while ago.
Okay.
Because the last person I gave it to was the friend in the swamp.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. I misread the thing. It's an action to get out of the grapple, right?
DC 15.
Alright, and did it seem to be taking a lot of that damage from the tentacle? Like, did the tentacle seem to be weakening or no?
The tentacle held on strong because technically it doesn't break the grapple by dealing damage. But it seemed to be taking some, if the shrieks were any indication, just not necessarily full because it's not the core part. The tentacles almost seem appendages. You were
Okay.
attacking its arms, not its core body, basically.
I am okay
Still
with
not
that.
good. Still not
I'm
good
going-
for it.
I'm going to... Oh, I'm going to try some whack shit. So just be ready for that.
Okay.
Bonus action, the bow appears in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to shoot one of my chill poison arrows into it.
Into the tentacle?
Into the tentacle.
Okay.
So this will be a disadvantage
Go
because
ahead.
of thing within range.
Go ahead.
I'm just waiting for the to hit. 'Cause I don't know what DC the tentacle is yet either, so... Oh, please hurry up. Oh,
Oh
damn.
no.
That's okay, I have 2 of those. Yeah. Poison doesn't get used up, it doesn't hit anything living, so...
Mhm.
I heard the click, I didn't see the button yet. Oh my god, really?
Oh my god.
Ooh.
Well, in that case, I'm gonna switch to the drow poison arrow, because I got
Impressive.
one of those. Hey, Kane's actually effective!
That one hits.
Nice.
10 piercing, maybe a little less. Okay. There we go. There we go. Constitution saving throw, be poisoned for an hour. Let me check this thing.
That's an hour. I thought it was a
Hey.
minute. I was worried about that other brain bitch.
Alright. So. Does get advantage. Constitution.
Now, I will say,
Because
technically,
frankly.
I was
Ah,
gonna say, drow poison isn't magical if that matters. It's just poison.
okay. Noted. That was for a different reason.
Yep, I just want to check.
Still
Anyway, it
rolled
doesn't
an
matter,
18.
so- Yep.
Still got a 23, so it is not unconscious.
Alright, so as his free action, the bow disappears, and he is currently unarmed.
Alright.
That's what we got. But I can move again!
Ah, I might have misread something on those poison earlier. Did that did this one mind witness fail by 5 or more? Does anybody
Oh, yeah.
remember?
Yes.
It rolled a
Okay,
natural one.
good. Ah, good. Because I just dropped it, honestly.
Yep, no, I was watching for that, don't worry.
Okay. Alrighty. Anything else on your turn?
Yeah, he's just gonna ask that if at any point someone wants extra movement, tell him on their turn, basically. That's it.
Okay. Lair action.
I'm just
It
gonna
is.
watch him.
It's not going to bother with you because you haven't moved. Calda.
Yep.
I need another charisma saving throw.
Know it.
You've got advantage. Oh god. You're fine.
That was just rolling a 15. by the way.
Oh my
15 plus
god.
15.
It almost can't get you. It's so good. Okay. Alright. And on its turn, a DC. Ooh.
Oh no, that's a recharge.
Mm-hmm.
I would like to kiss it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
That's an Ariel sound, which I'm very scared of.
You've been a problem. Calda.
Yes, I have.
Calda. Intelligence saving throw.
Ooh, is that an advantage?
It's a mind blast, so sure. Okay. Yeah, 39 psychic damage. You are stunned for 1 minute, repeating the intelligence save at the end of your turns.
Background guide.
Well then.
Talking about a detergent. And I need a D100, please.
I can't find the stun thing.
Okay.
There it is. 42.
Guys, stop rolling in the same goddamn two
I am-
things!
Oh,
By the way, does anyone else need to make that save?
from a professional opinion, ow.
Oh, yeah, this isn't gonna... Okay, noted. It's nothing that happens right now. Yep. Alright, that's the end of its turn. Calder, you're stunned. At the end of your turn, you can re-roll the intelligence saving throw at advantage.
Hey, I just realized something.
There you go. You are no longer
Okay,
stunned.
good, it doesn't matter.
Alright. At the end of your turn... Man, it sucks having only one target. It's gonna tentacle attack game. Nope. Elaris.
Tentacle
Yeah.
attack.
Your turn.
Okay. I'm gonna try shooting through the hole into the brain.
We didn't see anything in there. A bit meta,
You might
but
have missed.
Yeah.
There's a moonbeam in there. There's been glass falling into it.
Yes.
Nothing has hit anything in the hole.
to be fair,
However,
I'm trying.
the most effective thing you've done is shoot the tentacles.
tentacles are coming out of this like little mouth, and earlier one came out of this eye, and they
Alright.
seem to not be bothering these two back here.
Which little mouth? Can't see shit.
Like the entire mouth. This entire
Okay.
front region has tentacles coming out of it here and there.
Oh, gross. Okay.
Really, they've only been attacking Kane. It seems to imply that these two might be out of its reach.
Lovely. I am gonna shoot the tentacles again.
Go for it.
Thank you.
That'll hit.
God, your sharpshoot damage is disgusting.
That'll hit.
Oh, that's an natural 20.
Do it again.
All right, I'm gonna smite that.
Go for it.
10d8.
Oh boy.
It
Oh,
is.
look at those rolls.
Sure is.
Okay, so that's 22
Okay.
piercing plus 15 necrotic plus 43 force.
Force damage. Yes.
So 53 plus 22 is 75. If nothing is halved.
Let's go.
There's a little bit of half going on.
That's
Little
okay.
bit.
Just giving you a number.
I'm gonna
I
say
think it
on
means
that.
particular resistances.
I'm gonna say on that. One of the tentacles actually just kind of implodes and the end flies off as the stump flings upward, and there's a shriek again ringing out through all of your minds. Kane in particular, it is ringing deep into drilling into your brain.
Fuck. All right.
Was it the one grappling Kane or no?
Was there one grappling you still?
Yeah, I'm still grappled.
You know what? It was the one grappling you.
That's
Cool.
the one Laura shot last time,
Heck
to be
yeah.
fair.
Yep. Okay. Anything else?
No.
All right, Alsana.
Oh boy. Going to drag the moonbeam up and move it. 10, 15, 30. Are there any tackles out right now?
Uh, there might be a little bit of wavering at the tip of the hole there.
30, 35, 40, 45? Like right there?
Okay. All right, it's not really catching on anything, but you know that attacks are coming out through that, so
Yep, so if it basically enters that range, it will take damage?
basically, I've been allowing the tentacles to take some damage, so
Yep,
sure.
okay. And then bonus action. Healing word on Calda.
You don't by chance
Okay.
have shape water prepared, do you?
You.
All right. At the
Yeah,
end-
reroll that one.
And the what? D20?
Yep, also the d20. So that'll be a 10 for now. Nope.
Close.
All right. Anything else?
She's gonna float just over to here.
Okay. At the end of your turn, Kane, you're going to take another tentacle attack. Is it
Yep.
through the moonbeam? 16
got
does
the
not
shield.
hit.
Side note,
Yeah.
music stopped.
Music is still going for me, so I'll just go ahead and stop it and restart it.
Thank you.
All right.
This one's a bit of a quieter start, so you might not notice it right away. All right, and the tentacle whips back in and gets out of the way. Kane, your turn.
Oh, I'm so far away from Calda. Okay. Kane is going to get up to this eye up here, because he can get up to there at least.
Okay.
Oh, wait, I'm a goof.
just-
Can I move also not one to the left?
Yeah.
Okay.
Does Kane immediately see anything inside of this eye, like anything of importance?
Roll a perception check.
Sure. Oh, sorry, still disadvantage, but it is a 11.
11. Hard to say. It is shadowed and confused with the light bouncing around further inside. It's murky water. You do see that there seems to be almost a semi-permeable membrane that the tentacles are ripping
exactly what I
through,
was
but it
looking for.
holds the liquid in place.
Time to fuck up the blood-brain barrier. Okay. Let me just check the way that works real fast. Wait, do I have that even attuned? I don't have that attuned. Never mind. Okay. Yeah, is the membrane transparent or opaque?
Translucent.
Translucent, so he can visually aim for something behind it, even if there's nothing he can see right away, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. He's gonna aim the javelin of lightning basically at whatever angle this would be. Oh, sorry. This would be through the membrane and
Okay.
downwards. Don't know if that'll hit. Just gonna try it. So the piercing is meant to go past it, basically.
Piercing
it
is going to
can-
hit the far wall that you aimed
Okay.
at.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. So the lightning hits everything up until that then.
5 foot wide. Yeah, okay. There's a bright flash of
Yep.
through the water, and then bubbles rise.
Yep, and the membrane would have taken the lightning if it's any effect.
I'm going to say you sizzle a hole in it and it starts leaking some fluids.
Terrific. That's exactly what I'm going for. Okay, he's going to use... he's going to throw the harpoon up to Calda with his second attack.
Mhm.
Just to have the harpoon now, do what you want with it. And he is going to... He doesn't have the shield out, so he can free action switch to the bow one more time. and he's going to try to open up the membrane wider.
Okay, with the bow?
Yep.
Alright, go for it.
Basically, just try to tear a hole through it.
Okay. You tear a pinprick, but the arrow kind of, on a 16, the arrow kind of sticks there and plugs it. It's kind of bobbing in place.
That's pretty much what I expected. Okay, and as his bonus action, second wind.
Okay. Very good. At the end of your
Another hit.
turn, a tentacle lashes through the hole you just made with the javelin of lightning.
Yep.
And hits
That will
you
hit.
for 21
And,
bludgeoning damage.
I'm held in place again.
And you're held in place again. Alright. Lair action. Let's go ahead and go for... Yeah, it's gonna try to hold Calda again. Charisma saving throw. It's just trying.
Damage or no?
You almost can't fail. Advantage.
It can't see your rolls.
It
Jesus.
has no idea. It just thinks that you are a very annoying, very slippery character.
30.
Alright.
Yeah, Eric reference, that was a 30.
Okay.
Yeah, I've heard some ridiculous numbers. So
Oh, hey,
far.
Eric. I didn't even know you're here. I have
He
Discord sounds
jumped
off.
in a bit ago.
Okay. As an action on this thing's turn, frankly, there is not much it can do without recharging its dumb mind blast, and you guys have been very difficult.
Brain blast.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the
actually,
goal. Brain boogie blast.
you know what? I'm gonna say Kane, Calda, and Alsana, you can go ahead and make perception checks. Because
Okay.
the moonbeam is lighting up a different area. It's kind of filtering in through the mouth of this.
I thought the game team was called out. I was about to get really happy.
I don't know if that flash of lightning from the javelin helped at all either, but
Not really.
Okay.
In fact, the flash of lightning from the javelin might be why Calda is blinking spots out of her eyes right now.
Ah.
And can't see
in
anything.
that case, I hope she caught the right end of the harpoon.
She's fine there. She's fine. She's just having a little trouble seeing through the water. Alsana, it's hard to say. It's indistinct, but a little bit of a shadow movement tells you that it's somewhere more in this direction. There's something between your
We
moonbeam
can't
and
see
you.
what
You can't?
Sorry.
Damn it. Here. This? Better?
There we go, yeah.
Okay. So, somewhere up in this direction, vaguely, there is something shadowy moving between your moonbeam and where you are standing, where you're looking.
Oh, sorry. Can I just ask
Kane?
a quick question, because I think I might have misunderstood something.
Yes?
Is the membrane, like, right up next to Kane, or is there a distance to it?
There's a little bit of a distance. It's perhaps about 4 feet. You could reach it.
I thought it was further away. Thank you.
Yeah, it's kind of deep in there. Like, you could almost fully lay down into the eye socket in order to touch it.
Gross.
Oh,
But you could if you want
sorry.
to.
Sorry, I was just, I think I missed part of the description. I thought it was, like, along this line. That's why I was using range attacks. That explains
Ah,
that. Okay.
no, sorry.
Nope, that's
no.
okay. I just misunderstood.
I might have been too vague. Kane, I'll say that your perception is good enough with the little bit of light filtering in from down here from the moonbeam. You can see it, actually, the shape of it, not too far away from you, deeper into the eye socket beyond the membrane.
Okay. In that case, he's going to yell at Alaris to shoot through the mouth.
Alright. And it is going to flail another tentacle attack at you.
Wah,
That'll hit.
That's a crit.
wah.
Still halved, so it actually did less damage than the last one almost.
Yeah, a lot of
so-
ones in that.
Yep. So that's okay.
It does the thing where it like smacks him on the side of the head and he spins like 360 degrees to the side and lands on his feet.
Still grappled by the previous tentacle. And now perhaps by this one as well, but not double grappled for the sake of escaping.
It let go of me just long enough to spin my head around and then kept going.
Alright. However,
It just
I
holds you
think
up,
this
smack,
is-
smack, smack, puts you back down.
Alright, Calda, it's your turn.
Where's the membrane? Is it like on the front?
Yeah.
Right there?
Basically, you see
These guys.
the eye holes, and technically there's one really deep in here. That's the reason why all this liquid isn't just gushing out constantly. Even though these are lower down than this.
Okay. So basically, the exterior of the skull all has membrane just inside of it.
Pretty much. Yes.
Okay.
So is that where we're mooshing?
Yeah, it's somewhere in this vague range.
I will boing boing boing. Bup. And schmack, schmack.
All right,
The
where are you
membrane
smacking?
tentacle.
Where exactly are you smacking and what?
The eye?
Um,
Y'all been... I
Do you-
don't...
do you
So
want to
there's-
crawl down into the eye and smack the membrane?
Can I?
You could.
Okay.
Kane's
Yeah.
kind of perched on the edge of the eye and had been hitting the membrane with ranged attacks. By the way, 2 tentacles are wrapped around Kane from inside of there, kind of
I don't
plugging up the hole he'd made.
Yep. I'll just smack the membrane.
Okay,
head on.
go ahead and crawl down one more because it is down inside that socket, that little cavern.
Okay.
So you got to kind of slide in there. It's like 4 feet down and you're 3 feet tall.
Two.
That's a very funny image.
Yep. You are, however, tearing holes in it. And some of that briny liquid is kind of starting to gush out and fall down this side. Like... like the most eldritch tears in an emo kid's diary.
Callus and
Gothic
Jackie cried that
Cthulhu.
day.
Hello, Mr. Jaffe. It's a pleasure to meet you.
I'm sorry you're having a bad day like this.
Anything else on your turn?
Bonus action.
Uh-huh.
I need the healing.
Good
Okay,
choice.
Alaris, what would you like to do? Oh no, wait. At the end of Calda's turn, it does have a tentacle attack it would like to make. Because you just tore holes through its protective membrane. 22 to hit,
I'll do it.
18 bludgeoning, and you are grappled. Alaris, now it's your turn. What would you like to do?
Could I see the hole in this protective membrane?
Not really. It's up in the eye socket. You are not at a good angle for that.
There
It
is-
is up here where these two are. These two are stuffed into it. It's deep in the hole. You are way back here,
There is one in the mouth, but it is not
Yep.
pierced at all.
but there is a moonbeam in the way too. So you can't really.
There's an
That's
entry through
light.
the mouth.
Yeah,
Kinda.
for reference, Kane basically yelled at you because he's trying to hope you can hit the thing, basically through just happening to be at the right angle by shooting through the membrane in the front.
Trying to shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna try and shoot through the membrane through the mouth.
All right.
Through the
Go
mouth.
ahead. Yep. Go ahead and make a roll.
What that
2
mouth do?
shots. Fuck.
Neither of those hit. The 14
Shit,
kind of
alright.
sticks in that membrane, and the 10 scatters off the stone at the front.
Yikes. Okay. I'll keep going with that next round, but yeah.
Okay.
Just sort of curse and knock another bolt.
All right, Alsana.
Do you have a shit ton of poison you could just dump in this thing's brain juice?
Yes. Yes, I do.
Alsana looks down at the
I don't
group.
think it'll work. It's just an idea.
Alsana looks down at the group, and then sticks her whole hand in her like pouch of ash, and like the whole thing's like jet black up to the wrist, and goes and looks at the group. How about scorched earth?
Sounds good to me.
Yes.
That's
And-
always what I've been encouraging.
And there you see cracks on her hands just like go all the way up. A little like fire and embers go through her fingers and that, and then she grips it closed. I'm gonna go ahead. Do I have it on my sheet? I don't. I'm gonna cast Incendiary Cloud.
Yes!
All right, go ahead and
Yes!
paste the text in for me since it's not in your sheet.
Sure thing.
That's 9th level or 7th level?
8th.
8th level. Okay.
You're both right and wrong.
All right, 20-foot radius sphere. Draw it. Draw it, please.
Yep. Draw shape. Let's make it.
What is the duration?
The duration is concentration up to 1 minute.
All right, so moonbeam is gone.
Yep, Moonbeam is indeed gone. Ooh, that's not right.
No, boil this motherfucker.
20-foot radius, so that'd be 10,
Eldritch Calamari.
5, 10.
Heck yeah. We're
Is
gonna wake that
is that
bitch
what-
up?
That's where I'm drawing
think-
it.
Yeah, he's just drawing it. That's fine.
Just waiting.
Yeah, right about there.
All right, so you're basically filling that front area
Yep.
with fire.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 10d8 fire damage or half on a successful save. Dexterity.
Yep, and it's when the cloud appears, so right away.
When it ends its turn there.
Yeah, as well as when the cloud appears, so.
Yep.
So when the
Okay.
cloud appears, I assume the membrane takes damage?
Roll the 10d8 real quick. Okay.
I'm gonna... Yeah, that don't do it.
Yep, it is going to use a legendary resistance to succeed and take half damage.
Oh,
Um,
finally.
I can live with that. I'm gonna do some purpose scythes anyways.
Go for it.
Let's do... How many do I have? Right, my level. My level.
Your level.
Your level.
But I think you're limited in how many you can drop at once.
Yes, I can
Up
I
to
can
half
do it.
max level.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't do it, but yes.
Okay.
Oh, nice damage with that.
Cool.
Like, it was relatively average, but, like, nice damage.
All right, there we go. Whoosh. All right. The tentacles are still gripping onto Kane and Calde. It's not dead yet, but there is another shriek that rings out through all of your minds. And Alsana, you get, how could you? How dare you? I was going to give you power beyond measure.
Technically doesn't have no link with Alsan anymore.
It can still
It's got
telepathy.
telepathy.
Oh, okay.
It just
it
can't
just
talk to me if
doesn't
I
have-
ran away.
It doesn't have the psychic link. All right. Anything else?
She'll just respond, I gave you the chance to give me knowledge. Lose your individuality like what made you. That'll be your turn.
All right. Okay, at the end of your turn, Kane, it's going to sever psychic link with you.
It had a link with me.
Yeah,
When
you're
you're
stunned.
Yep, when you got incapacitated.
Yep.
Ah.
Yep.
So, you have
Disadvantage,
disadvantage on ability checks, attack rolls, and saving throws until the end of your next turn, which is coming up real fast.
Yep. Is there any damage associated with it or no?
No,
Okay.
it's just disadvantage on whatever you do on this turn, pretty much. What do you want to
Okay,
do?
cool. First I'm gonna take that psychic damage from the tentacle.
Yes, you are. 2 tentacles are holding you.
Yep.
So
Good
I'm going to
side.
say that it does do the 2d8 plus 10,
Okay.
but you only have to do 1 escape DC
Makes
if you
sense.
choose to do so. So plus 10, 23 psychic damage. Can you roll me a d100?
Sure thing. We're just finished doing the math for my health.
40s.
I swear to God, you guys.
40s.
30's close.
I got one coming up. We're flying.
Can I technically roll the
Alright.
D100 with disadvantage?
I mean, what's the point of that?
Why not?
It's
Things
a
aren't
no
D100.
better
reason
or
for it.
worse at lower numbers.
They really aren't.
Yeah, just for fun.
Nah.
You know what? Sure, I'll let you roll another
Yeah.
d100, but you can choose which number unless it's one I've already gotten.
Give me the 8.
So 8 or 32. 8.
Give me the 8.
If you kill me, I'm gonna.
I mean, one random creature in the region. Roll a d4.
Cool.
Oh no.
Alsana?
Mhm.
Let me look this up real quick.
Wait, is the unconscious guy counted?
No,
Okay.
he doesn't even count for anything right now. He's just out.
Guess as a
Uh,
creature.
This is
Arlo could kill us.
this is actually a better result than what you could have gotten.
Yeah!
Don't know why this isn't moving for me, but Alsana,
Mhm.
you're currently affected by the Mind Blank spell
Yes! You're immune
For
to
the
all intelligence
next
stuff!
What?
for the next 24 hours.
Yeah, you can't be scryed upon, you can't have anything taken knowledge of you. Oh, it's
You're
Nicholas Bell,
immune to
awesome.
psychic damage.
Yes!
Any effect that would
Nice.
sense your emotions or read your thoughts, divination spells, and the charmed condition.
The spell even foils witch spells and spells or effects of similar power used to affect the target's mind or gain information about the target.
Yes, my stupid idea worked!
My God. Head empty, mind blank.
And ironically, it's not even Kanan's head empty right now.
The brain does not know where you are. And while it does not say this in the text, I'm gonna say it can't actually talk to you telepathically unless you specifically allow it.
Cool.
Oh
So,
my god, I can't believe that worked.
you had no idea what was on the chart. You had no
I know,
idea.
but I just had this feeling like, let's just make Ariel's day more annoying. And it worked.
It's okay. It's okay.
Do I still get my turn?
Oh, yeah, sorry. My bad. There was so much
No,
going
no.
on.
She's so sick of your shit. No.
Not
I
anymore.
thought that was punishment.
No.
What would you
Okay.
like to do on your turn?
His sword and shield will appear in his hand, and he is going to take a swing at one of his tentacles. Whichever one is grabbing him higher up on his body.
Yeah, sure. Go for it.
2 and 3.
Okay,
17,
okay.
23, and 20.
All right. Okay. So.
Do all 3 hit?
Hold on. I've got this stupid mind blink spell thing remains over my toolbar, and I can't get into things. Okay, hold. There we go. There we go. Now I got it. It's still there, but I managed to click around it.
You can also alt tab if you need to.
I don't know what that does, and I'm scared to try it.
It just switches windows.
Switches windows. It's on the window. It's not. It's
Oh,
part
you
of the.
don't pull it out. Okay, gotcha.
No, I'll screenshot it in a second.
That's okay. Just go ahead.
I'm doing math. Oh, right. It's got to make con saves. These are at
35.
advantage.
Yep, 35 slashing, and let's see what the necrotics are. Fail, success, success. So it is only 16 necrotic. Does it take full 16 necrotic or no? Because it matters for how much I heal.
It does not. It takes half.
It takes half, so I would only heal 4. Okay.
Okay.
4.
Oh,
Okay.
and just because I just realized I can do this. It's been more than a minute since we first saw this thing, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can't move my turn order around on the screen either. God damn it.
I would like to know the thing's current hit points relative to mine, 58. Its armor class relative to mine, 18, and Constitution score relative to mine, 16. 15.
2 of the following.
2? Oh, my apologies. In that case, armor class and current hit points.
All right. Your armor class. It's got a lower armor class than you,
Okay.
and it's got lower hit points currently.
Fantastic. He just looks up to it. It's like, this thing's starting to die. Just, if you have a big blast, finish this.
Let it slow boil.
No, it's eating me.
It's eating me.
All right.
What's it?
With that, on its lair action, you see in the lantern light as another wall of force shimmers around the shadow that you see inside of here.
There we go.
So it is
Got
currently
passive
walled.
visibility.
Yep, but that means it still has the incendiary cloud in with it.
You know, technically, it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah, so
You
so if
just
it ends its turn,
guys-
it's gonna keep taking
yeah.
damage.
It is its turn right now, and let's
Yeah,
see.
It just locked itself inside of a boiling kettle.
It's going to. Yeah, can't do much about that. It swims up closer, and Kane and Calda, you actually see it inside the membrane as it is struggling, it seems, against the incendiary cloud.
Oh, gross.
Hello.
So there it is.
That's really gross art. Well done.
Oh, can we have a full
Found
thing on
it.
that?
Not right now.
Okay.
After game. All right.
I'll just zoom in.
So on its turn, it did not recharge its mind blast. It is
Look at that.
simply going to. Yeah. It's simply going to lash out a tentacle at Calda.
I'm unconscious.
Oh shit!
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Well, you are grappled, unconscious.
She was over grappled.
Oh
Um,
god.
It ends its turn with the incendiary cloud. Could you go ahead and give me that roll, please, for damage,
Sure.
Althana? Thank you.
Oh my
It's got to
god.
make a dex save, yes?
Yep.
It's going to use another legendary resistance to succeed for half.
That's okay, I'll throw more harvest dice on it.
Alright. Alright.
That's 31 additional necrotic.
How do you want to do that?
Nice.
The incendiary cloud just kind of like together into the shape of a nice little reaper that sticks a cindery arm into the eye socket, pulls it out, and slices it in half.
Yep.
Nice.
And as it does, you hear those who can still hear the telepathy hear a fading scream. Just no. And then it is gone. The area goes quiet.
Alright, Kane immediately just like shoves a potion into Calda's mouth.
I was gonna say bonus action healing word.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
You would have been able to
Oh,
go farther.
all of you guys can dogpile on Calda to pick her back up.
Yep,
Yeah.
I'll just...
Also, I would have been able to move first because it's already her turn though.
One second, I'm just gonna roll
Oh,
my thing to
man.
see if I get up before that.
I didn't take a single point of damage
Okay.
that combat,
No,
and thank God because I'm at 45 health.
You were
Calda-
far away from everything.
Yeah,
Yes.
Calda, technically before your turn because Asana was still doing her turn.
Uh,
Oh no, that
that
was
was
the
at the
answer.
end
Never mind.
of
Sorry.
my turn.
Forgot that. Yep. Sorry.
Out of combat. You're good.
oh, you're 35. You would have had advantage on that if you're like 1 foot further up. Anyways.
No worries.
Kane just looks over at Calda like, hey, Asana boiled it.
I'm so proud.
I mean, he
So
just like
proud of you.
peeks his head over the rim of the eye socket and like, fucking told you to stop listening to creepy magic that talks to you.
It's hard to explain when it's listening to everything I say and think.
That's fine. Just let me stab it earlier next time.
Son of a bitch!
It didn't attack me because it thought I was on its side the whole time.
Well, then once we got in here, what mattered? Or what did it matter? Anyways, it's dead now. Kane will like push the tentacles off his neck.
Alsana's hopping down to here.
You kids alright? He says from all the way over.
No, we're all dead.
Your aim's
I'm
great.
sorry.
Ariel, how big is
Sure.
the sphere?
The sphere?
The glass sphere?
You mean the entryway or
No, the
The burn
fish
fish.
tank.
the thing? Okay. Not terribly big. It's probably a foot long, slightly oblong,
Oh, boy.
and yeah, it would probably be about 5 inches across.
Okay. So she can pick it up easy enough.
Oh yeah,
Mm.
it's got a little bit of heft to it because of liquid, and just the weight thereof.
Mhm.
But you can carry it fine.
Does she see the other ones as well?
Yes, you do.
Are they just sitting in like open pools?
Some of them are. This is the only one in an enclosed container. The pools seem to have these slight shimmering, pulsing effects over them, and everything in them is just kind of floating inert.
By the way, in the meantime, can Kane just stab the mind witness to death?
Oh, that one. Okay, it's fine.
I mean, yes.
Okay.
All the force gone.
Yeah, Wall of Force definitely is gone. It's concentration, so
And Hilda drag out the elder brain and slop it on the fucking
if
floor.
you so wish,
Altana, I have a gift for you.
like a cat.
Alsana would like to bottle up 2 of the inert ones in the open pools.
Okay. Once you breach the stasis with them, they do kind of come alive and start wriggling again.
Yep. She'll pop them in as soon as she can.
Okay.
It's goldfish catching.
What the fuck are you doing?
1 second.
No, explain. We're
What the
tired of
fuck
this
are you
shit.
doing?
I cannot put this down right now. Give me 5 seconds.
Then just talk. Explain what you're doing.
And she will go
Well,
ahead.
multitasking.
She'll go ahead and pocket those two,
Okay.
and then
Okay, stop stabbing the mind witness to see what she's doing.
she'll go and she'll pick up the one and walk over.
She was actually in a back room, a bit further down a level. So there was it was very echoey, shouting back and forth.
Yep. In that case, Kent is just gonna sigh, like, please don't make me have to get angry again. Just explain what you were doing.
I'm collecting important alchemical ingredients.
Explain what they were.
They're tadpoles.
Okay, which are baby brains?
Yes,
How many do you have?
this one.
Kane's gonna insight that.
Go ahead.
He's not very good at it, but he's gonna try. Oh, sorry, I rolled intimidation by accident. 19 technically.
18 plus 1, 19. Okay.
Yeah.
Alsana? GM roll, deception, persuasion,
Mhm.
depending on how
I
truthful.
mean, like, I know
you
she's
feel with
lying,
you.
like, it's fine.
Mhm.
Darn.
Yeah, just one? No.
Yeah, he just sighs like, Alsana, please don't make me have to shoot you until you start telling the truth.
2 more.
How many do you have?
This one and 2 more.
Okay, he's gonna incite again. Is she telling the truth still?
Go ahead.
$15.
I mean, a little hard to read.
Okay. He just sighs like, and why the fuck did you think it was a good idea to lie to me about that?
Because you just asked if you should get angry.
Yes, because I think you're still being manipulated by an elder brain. Which, by the way, were you really arrogant enough you think you could take over and, like, trick it?
No.
Then what was the point of all this? Are you just looking for a couple of tadpoles to torture people with? Like, what?
These were something I was interested in. That was not the only thing.
And why
Moreover,
are you interested in them?
alchemical research, which I am not getting into with you.
Is it for a poison? Are you help? Are you trying to fix something? Are you trying to kill someone? Basics. I'm tired of you not telling us shit.
I'm researching and seeing what I can do with them.
Thank you.
Furthermore, it thinking I was on its side, offered a chance that didn't come by because everyone else was very insistent on otherwise.
Yes, and what was this chance? And why do we have any reason to believe it wasn't lying to you?
The chance was for it to allow me to walk up to it and me to cast that cloud on it.
Alright.
Without having to fight our way through those other things on our way there. I got behind it freely because of that.
Yes. And if it had just halfway through realized that because it can read your thoughts that you have intentions to kill it, just decided, okay, now that it's close enough, we're going to grab with tentacle that we both know you have very little chance to escape from.
And then it
start
would have been
sucking
the
your
same
blood.
as you throwing a javelin at it.
No, because then I got attacked by the tentacles, and I can take that damage.
And I got past it. And it
Yes.
didn't realize.
Yes, because you weren't about to cast a spell to kill it. It was able to read my javelin throw before I even did it. It would have grabbed you just as quickly, and you can't take that hit.
It couldn't
So-
reach behind us.
It didn't need to. You saw how many times it could stun you with its mind,
Then I would just be sitting there.
which is worse. Because then we
I'm
would have
not
been
here to
away from
argue
you.
battle tactics with you, Kane. I'm telling you why I did what I did.
It's not about battle tactics. It's you risking yourself because you think you know everything again. Quit it. Even if something is possibly has a better opening, if you trick us, it's not worth tricking us. It's not worth degrading us relying on each other.
I asked you to
More than
trust
having
me.
And we didn't, because every time we have in the past, it's bit us in the ass. Because you keep doing shit like this.
This is an exercise in being open and honest.
No, fuck that. This is you lied to us whenever there's magic involved because you think we're not smart enough to do anything about it.
That too.
This was unacceptable.
This
And if in the past you had proven that you could handle the stuff on your own, fine, I would trust you as well. I can't. You keep doing this.
How do you expect me to prove that then, Kane?
You say, hey, There is an evil, possibly psionic creature trying to kill us that is currently speaking to me through my mind. It wants me to be on its side. I'm going to reject it. Now, with the combined force of four of us, rather than us watching our back and not trusting you and not able to rely on you, we can go full tilt as soon as we have the chance. We can use our tactics against it, relying on you, our spellcaster, who manipulates our enemies with magic as opposed to with tricks. You are a greater asset as a spellcaster than you are as a spy.
I told you I'm not here to argue battle tactics.
I'm not
Isn't
talking
about
about.
battle.
It's not about that. I know I can beat you when talking about battle tactics. I'm not going to bother arguing with that because we both know I'm better at it.
Then why'd you keep bringing them up?
Because this all started from you not trusting us. And when we can't trust you, it'll get you killed.
It begets the same reaction. Like you said,
Then,
what's been going before has led you to not trust me.
It doesn't get
yes,
the same reaction, Alsana. The other reaction is us actually trusting you when you do this again.
this is not me telling you what you should have done in the past because that's already gone. This is me telling you in the future. To build trust with us, you need to give us trust. You need to talk to us. You need to not lie when you're grabbing the children of what could almost killed all of us and sticking them in your pocket, just in case, say for example, you get smacked and the bottles break, and we look for one rather than four as they try to climb up your nose. That's all it would take.
Kid Kane doesn't know how that works. I'm sorry, just.
He's being facetious and he knows how tadpoles work. He knows enough that it's trying to get to your brain. He can assume through your nose. And, furthermore, the only safe way that we have to care for those things right now that resists blunt force, because those are glass, is the bag on my hip. So unless you were being honest with me, you would never put them in a safe place. Just quit it. We're not trying to be your enemy. We just want to make sure that we all survive. You know Calda has no bad intentions. You know Alaris does. I don't care how much you trust me, or trust that, or don't trust me. At least trust them enough that when it's clearly going too far and that they have stopped trusting you and ask you what's happening, it doesn't matter if it gives us a tactical advantage. We have to trust each other, and we have to act on that trust. So you have to tell us when something is happening. If we had known we were walking into a fight with an enemy that was able to affect our minds, we all could have stayed closer to Calda and resisted the effects easier. I wouldn't have stood there for 18 seconds being eaten away by this thing. We could have taken out the things that had a bunch of tentacles that I just killed the last one of because I had poison. Thank you from you, by the way.
Again, the tactics. Stop. I get it.
It's not about.
Then why'd you then stop bringing them up? Stop saying every single little thing that could have done through combat. I understand the rest of it. You don't need to get to specifics.
Then just admit that you made a mistake, or give me a good argument as to why you were right. Those are your two options.
I'll just ask you. If I came up to you and seriously, legitimately asked you, hey, can I pretend to be in line with this elder brain so that I can get access to some of its resources? Would you have done anything but scoff? Would you have done anything but assume, oh, it's just Alsana wanting magic things again, and going, no, that's too dangerous, you're putting your neck out, we're not going to let you do it?
First of all, I like to believe that if you had adequately explained to me that, hey, we can get close to this thing and kill it, that I would take that opportunity. Secondly, if we had still said no anyway, would you have listened?
That's what it's about. It's that it doesn't matter if I would bring it up or not.
Just like it didn't matter when I didn't want to bring the girl back. When we outvote, we outvote. It's simple as that. So if you can't bring it up to us to make a vote, you're taking away our abilities because you have magic. You're taking away our ability to trust you, because if it's not a vote that you would agree with, you won't give us the choice.
There's never a time it's a vote.
Wasn't it?
There's never a time where it's anything but everyone saying no. There's never a time where I have actual legitimate cause to bring anything up to you in a way that you'd even begin to consider. Anyone and everyone looks at it like bad magic, that's it, close the book. All these opportunities, all these golden chances that are presenting themselves in front of us in this one in a million chance we get to live these lives. And you'd rather just hit it till it dies and leave the knowledge to burn.
If the alternate option is the person who would hold that knowledge dying, or any of us dying, then yes.
And that's
Because
the
some
problem, is
knowledge-
you just assume I'll die.
Yes. Because it's almost happened how many times?
It hasn't happened ever.
Really?
I don't want
How
to hear
close were you in-
almosts. Everyone
Every time
here
it
has
hasn't
almost died
happened.
on doing something. I can not even count on hands how many times you've almost died for hitting things first. I cannot count the amount of times that anything has happened and someone hasn't almost died. But because you
told
don't
you
like
to
the
be quiet
magic
right
I
now.
go in. Go ahead.
Kane, Cole's just gonna shake her head. Don't. We've had this talk before.
Then I'll just end it with this, okay? I want to be able to trust you. Okay? So if you take the time and explain something to me, at least I can make an educated choice whether or not to. Rather than you assuming I'm not going to understand. I'd rather deal with your anger than your assumptions.
You've already said you're making judgments on the past from how things have gone. So am I.
So let's build something new for the future. Work with me here. Neither of us are happy with this. Let's work together for it. Let's make it something we can both agree with.
I'd like to think that's possible.
More assumptions. Why not try? Worst thing you can do is be right. You only stand to gain from having her trust.
I'll be honest, I don't think anything I can say right now would go one way or the other.
Just try it. Please, I'm tired of you assuming we're not going to understand.
It's not that you don't understand, it's that you hold different values than me.
And again,
And I can't do anything against someone who just thinks something is worth more than others.
okay. But you can explain it to the four of us who all hold our own values, and we can decide together. And
And every time it'll be no, because mine are
More-
different than yours.
More assumptions. If you actually took the time to explain to us, show us that there is opportunity here. You know we're willing to take risks for you, as long as we know what we're walking into. We were willing to trust you with the girl, the one that we had to kill later, because I trusted your judgment that she was trustworthy. Wrong or not, I'm willing to trust you on things. As long as you explain them to me, and I know what's going on. I can't help that I react with safety first in mind when I think we're in danger.
Or any other circumstance.
Well, the next circumstance then. Again, this is for the future, not for right now. In the meantime, anything else you want me to dissect here or no?
Will
Do
you
want me to get a
allow
sample
me
of
to?
your- I meant more so just while you do something else. Do you want me to grab some of the fluid from the big tank? Get some of the membrane? One of the tentacles?
Have you murdered that thing on the ground yet?
He looks over to it. I haven't added any of the HP. Is it dead yet?
The mind witness over there had kind of been floating unconscious because it doesn't go prone, but it's been stabbed and is now a deflated balloon on the floor.
Yeah, I killed it.
Okay.
you want the eye?
Mm. I'll see.
Okay. Can I at least store the tadpoles so they don't break?
Would Alsana be confident that if she puts them in the bag of holding that they would be, like, no better or worse than if they were just on her?
Yeah, they're already sealed in glass vials.
Okay.
The worst that can happen is you forget about them.
She looks again. I'll let you know now that if you hold those, which I'm about to give you,
He's undead.
no matter what I ask,
Sorry, I think I cut out there for a second. Can you say it again?
if I give these to you and you refuse to give them back to me, that'll be a large step in reinforcing, as you say, assumptions.
All right. And if I ask you to explain why you want them, can you at least promise to be honest with me?
I just told you I want to research them chemically.
Okay. I mean, when you choose to take them out.
The answer won't change.
Okay. Then I'm trusting you to be honest with me for that, but sure.
Alright. 2 bottled Mind Flare tadpoles. And 1, if you put the large one in there, 1 jar stasis of Ulitharid tadpole.
Can I get the spelling on that?
Yep, let me type
Is it not
that.
Ulithard?
I don't believe so. Am I wrong? Hold on.
Oh no, it's
Ulitharid, yeah.
yeah,
Ulitharid,
Ulitharid.
yeah.
That's yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
I might be
word.
putting the stress on different,
Honestly, I think you have a better chance of getting it right than we do.
not necessarily languages are weird.
I'm with her pronunciation on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I guess it is like yeah,
yeah, Ulitharid, yeah.
yeah, and Elithalich and stuff like that.
Alright,
Should I also add
so,
half of an Elderbrain?
if you would like to stash it, then yes. Just so you know, the Elderbrain is large. This thing has swollen to the size of a small pony, basically.
Ugh.
You might only take like a slice of it.
Alsana
You can take a
will.
scoop,
Alsana will.
put it in a jar.
Can Alsana medicine to get as complete a piece as possible?
Can I ask a question? I'm gonna educate this answer.
Yeah, go ahead.
Technically, 90% of the structures and brains that we know of are mirrored on either side. Only one half would only be about 5 feet wide, which can fit into the bag. No dimension is wider than 5 because it's oblong. I could carefully shove it in there. Now, my secondary question is that these things usually have the texture of soft jello. Does Keen touching it damage it?
I'm gonna say touching it, no, but manhandling it enough to put it in a bag on its own, potentially.
Could Alsana tell that from just glancing at it?
You know what a brain is, it's squishy.
Yep, and she'll go, don't touch it.
Sure.
You'd be okay handling it to a certain extent. It'd get risky at a point.
Can we cut it down
To be fair,
slices?
To be fair, this thing is already singed, so it's already a little bit damaged. So,
Can Alsana basically, real quick, with a quick scraping of the burn, lobotomy, find basically find like a quote good part,
sure,
like
go ahead and
like
make a
almost
medicine check.
like
Yeah.
almost searching for that initial Ulithard center. Medicine with guidance. Oh, that was the jam, but you can still see it.
I can still see it. So that's a total of 28.
Yeah, that tracks.
I'll say that you get the pretty recognizably the brain stem in a piece.
And you could probably get little choice segments of one half of the brain if you were after, like, specifically a frontal lobe, that sort of thing. You scrape the worst of the damage away and get some stuff from
Conrad,
deeper
help
in
me out.
still intact.
What's the fun
Uh,
parts?
Conrad, take
The
it
fun
away.
part you're going to want, if it's anything like a human brain, anything like actually anything with a brain in nature right now, everything closer to the front and further away from the brainstem will be more complicated than everything closer to the brainstem. Each layer more outwards you get, the more complex it gets. The frontal lobe has all the frontal processing. I don't think this thing would have much in the back lobe, so I don't know what that would be because it doesn't have any eyes. And that's the occipital lobe. So anything involving movement, any other senses would be in the back of the brain. Anything to do with decision making, intelligence, and memory would be in the front and the middle front.
Alright, she'll go for the middle front in front.
Okay.
Do you want me to just add what lobes I know that is?
Sure.
I'm asking
Yeah,
her,
go
right?
ahead. Go ahead.
Can I assume it's vaguely humanish?
It's humanoid in structure and
Perfect.
actually in origin.
Frontal lobe, parietal lobe, and temporal lobe.
Ooh, time travel lobe.
Kind of. Technically, yes. That's kind of where the idea of the memories come from. It sits in temporal because you can go back with it.
Cool.
I'm forgetting one. Occipital, temporal. No, I'm thinking of a sheep. Never mind.
Anyways,
Most creatures other than humans have an extra lobe. Kind of, actually, yeah. It's the smell lobe.
Mhm.
also, Alsana will take a amount of that brine liquid.
Mhm.
Cleanest
brainstem, right?
spot she can get of it, if it's in the pools or if it's in the main thing.
Alright, yeah. Either or. It
She'll-
seems to be roughly the same liquid.
Alright, she'll just stash that on herself.
Mhm.
Oh, it's
So,
gonna smell. How bad is that stuff smell? Because brains smell awful.
Pretty bad.
Alsana has to like.
Oh, Kane shudders.
Kane, you've lived in a swamp half your life.
I cannot
This is
explain to you how
bad.
bad brains smell. Oh my
This
god.
is bad.
It's not even chemically. It's just everything in your body doesn't want the smell of brain because it's usually a bad thing.
So check out like flare brine.
Yeah. Brain brine.
Brain brine.
Brain brine.
Alright. And then after that, is Alsana aware of anything else that might be interesting in all this? Like, is the glass standard glass, or is it any like fun?
It's not magically fun, it's just very thick and very tough.
Okay. Just strong glass.
Very strong, yes.
Alright.
Like
And
outright.
did you want me to just stuff a mindless in the bag?
Just fucking ball of spaghetti.
Yeah. If it's deflated, I can manhandle it, and Kane will happily take Golda's hug.
Mhm.
Can I
You
roll
can
athletics
stuff
for a hug check?
You can stuff a mind witness in a bag, and if you'd like to make the hug strong, go for it.
Perfect. I'm just gonna stuff all three, because, like, why not?
Okay.
It's a good hug. This is a manly ass hug, but also soft.
Calder just like sniffs back and just
Yep,
holds
just
his legs a little close.
did I get across the important points at least?
I'm so tired.
That's fair.
You did.
I'll carry you out of here if you want.
I don't. Yeah, I just don't. I don't know anymore.
Yeah, I know.
Alsana's going to head over, if they're heading out, to the Neofluid.
Okay. We've got that corpse outside. What would you like?
She wants to take a lot of stuff from here because it is the same creature as the tadpoles, right?
Same, but
modified.
terribly mutated. Yes.
Yep. Could
I already have my holding open, so just go ahead.
Yeah, I was gonna say, can she just medicine check to take samples of everything and just have a
Go for it.
have a taster's platter?
I was about to say a sample platter.
I hate
Go for
both
it.
of those.
That you're ridiculous.
29.
Didn't quite break 30, but you didn't have to. Yeah, you've got a pretty good array of various bits and pieces. Skin tissue, flesh sample, blood sample. You got a little bit of the stomach acid in there. Glass bottle, of course.
I'm
Got
just
one of
writing
the
sample platter
tendrils
of
from its
Neofluid.
mouth. Yep, pretty much that.
By the way, you guys can check what's in the bag holding at any time. It's in the Kane's magic items section.
I usually note down the alchemical stuff on mine as well.
Yeah, I have literally everything in his bag of holding in there, except from the party loot.
Yep. All right. I mean, past that, also I'll just ask, do we want to give a last sweep of the city?
Absolutely. I want to kill anything else might be alive. Cold. I'm going to be honest.
How about
You can.
how about me and Alars give a scout?
Oh no, we go together.
I'd rather have the saving throws or whatever the equivalent of that would be.
I meant on the broom.
Call the strength.
No,
We'll stay
we're
above you.
going together. I no,
Perspective. That's all.
Sana, don't not right now.
All right. So, as you head back out into this dead and apparently empty city, in the darkness of the caverns far beneath the redstone peaks, we're going to end this session there and pick up again in a week.
All right.
Oh, quick question.
So,
Does the aura thing fade at all?
which aura?
Like the feeling of being watched and stuff.
Ah, yes. You,
Also, I was already immune, I think.
no, you, kind of spare a moment to think, and yeah, you don't feel like you're being followed anymore.
We think on it and we go, yeah, we just murdered that thing that was following us.
Mm-hmm.
All
Right.
Okay, good to know.
Until next time.
Till next time.
Bye.
Good night.